All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone around the world. It is Monday. Has everyone had a good weekend? I hope you have. Time to see the tendies. Is that right, guys? We're looking for tendies today, and it looks like it's a pretty good pre-market across most of the stocks that people look at. We've got some weird things going on today as well. Just to get started, we've got 11.81% up on GME. I know a few of you are happy about that one for sure. Now 12%. 12% up, so we've kind of found some support here. $50 may be the cheap price. Even AMC trying to open around that $7 right now in the pre-market. So quite a lot going on there. But I hope you've all had a great weekend. I hope you're ready for another week of excitement in the stock market. Many of you pretty much just coming in over the last month to the stock market, which I think is really exciting, to trading, to technical analysis, to fundamentals, to whatever else you like to use. SPACs, everything else that's going on right now. Let's say hello to the community. Who have we got coming in today? We've got Johnny Bravo, always here. Dave, good to see you as well. Alberlo, Boomer Dave, great to have you here as well. Frank, Sood, Brandon, Joel, Amar, so many of you coming out. Slow King, I'm going to miss a few of you, but I'm sure you're all here. Siddharth, good to have you here as well. So let's look at this pre-market chart. I guess let's have a look at the heat map. What's going on the heat map? Weird things, I would argue. US dollar up. Silver against the US dollar up. Platinum, might have to look at this chart a little bit later. Nice trade there. Gold also up. Everything up, including the US dollar. And we've got crude and Brent up against the US dollar, and the stock market is up as well. Well, that is certainly a very strange morning. Whenever you have all these things up, it's a bit weird. It makes me always think strange things are about to happen in the stock markets. Crypto also had a great weekend. We did see Bitcoin rise back to that 40,000 level, crack it a little bit, have a go above that zone. We got through the Elon candle. We'll be talking about that very soon, what that means for, I guess, Bitcoin moving forward. And of course, Ethereum on its rise to trying to get fair value back in the coin between ETH and BTC. Quite a lot of things going on. Where should we start today? A few people saying Zoom as well. Yep, Zoom definitely had a breakout. If you have a look at Zoom on the stock markets, we'll be doing that soon. So I think one of the best places we could start is with some news. So let's talk about some news. Firstly, what have we got happening going on right now? Day trading Google trend. If you haven't seen the weekend video that I posted, day trading's back and in a big way. And whenever we see day trading back, that means things like penny stocks, which we all know, penny stocks, SPACs, crypto, anything that retail traders like is going crazy. Space stocks going crazy. Weed stocks going crazy. It's all happening on those ones. We'll be taking a look at those very soon. Also, Apple supplier Dialog Semiconductor snapped up by a Japanese tech giant, so a bit of purchases going through there. And Hyundai now says that it is not in talks with Apple to develop an autonomous electric car. So they're now saying they're not doing that. What will that happen to Apple? We'll have to see a little bit later. Remember, ask your questions throughout. We'll try to answer them. Try to tag me as well, just to make it easier to read, at FX Evolution in the chat when you're looking for some stuff. We've already got 230 people joining us for this morning. Just to remind everybody, we have up markets here coming through for GME. We'll be doing our TA levels. Remember, 90 should be definitely a resistance zone that you're watching on the charts, and we'll be doing our AMC. We'll dial into those a little bit closer to the market, but to get started with, we'll talk about probably US dollar, we'll talk about cryptos, we'll talk about stocks and futures, and then we'll get really heavily into the GME AMC conversation and other things closer to the market open. So let's start with dollar index. I think that's probably a really good place to start today. Let's have a look at this US dollar index, as this often causes many things in the market to kind of turn around. So we had the weekly close at 91.04, guys. 91.04 weekly close. Something I'm looking at a lot is this 90.8 level. Basically, this zone, we need to highlight this. We need this zone highlighted. We need alerts set for it. We need everything to be known around this level. If you're not highlighting and setting that level, and you trade anything like a commodity, you trade a crypto, you trade stock market, you really need to know what's going on here. The reason we need to know that is because if the US dollar continues to bull, and let's say it even gets past these peaks, so 91.60 is going to be some of the resistances you want to look at this week, then that will mean a big deal, I think, for commodities and even for stocks. If we get another high here, things are certainly amiss in the stock market. We could be actually seeing a false high, because you shouldn't see the US dollar move up too heavily. You can actually do some comparisons over time with that as well, which we might do today. So we got the engulf to the bearish side. We're still very early in the day here in trade on Monday. We know Monday is fake out day for many of these kind of currency trades. We've got a bit of bullish pressure coming in there. Let's have a look at what's happening on the smaller time frames, like the 1 hour. What's going on in the 1 hour? Is there some bullish momentum here? Well, you would have to say yes, there is. We've got a trough, got a slightly higher trough, little peak, and we've broken through, and we've also found some support off that line straight away. So you would be thinking right now, and probably rightfully so, that there could be some more bullish momentum here in the dollar index. What do you guys think about dollar index right now? Long or short this week, dollar index? What are your thoughts? Let me know. A few people coming in. Sally coming in with the Doji coin. Let's have a quick look at the coin markets as well. We didn't go through all of those. Excuse me 1 second. There we go. Coin markets. Look at this. Cardano. Kind of glad I got a little bit back into this one. Cardano here, ADA, 68. Overtaking XRP, Polkadot. They are taken out. Cardano now the 4th biggest coin in the world. Basically Ethereum 2.0 in some ways. We scroll down. Wow. Look at this. Doji coin. Or as I like to call it, slightly dodgy coin. We've got here crazy price momentum. Look at the weekly. Moving up here, strong. February 8th, massive move through the market. New all-time highs, followed by the standard kind of flip off. And then now we got some consolidation going on here. Look at this trade though. Look at 3 months on this. I'd call this Elon Musk coin by now. That's insane. Doji coin's gone crazy. We'll be looking at that later. 26.61%. I always urge people to be a bit cautious and careful in these types of things, yeah? Because ultimately, this is a meme coin. We know this. A meme coin is definitely a risk, but that's certainly one off to the moon right now. So we've got cryptocurrencies moving, dollar index moving up a little bit here. Let's take a look at silver and gold. Elon tweets. Justin Duss says, Johnny Bravo said, Doji, I'm always quick for the door, lol. Yeah, have you been in and out a few times, Johnny? I believe you probably would be. Jagzilla says, I bet the dollar will reverse back at 94.95. So Jagzilla's actually gone super high there. He's thinking 94.95. Now, if it gets up that high, Jagzilla, that should be very much a bearish sign for the SPX, for the stock market overall. That would be a very, very long one. So Jagzilla long, Matthew long. Most people long here on the dollar this week. A few people short. Andrew short on the dollar. Could be very, very interesting. Silver breaking out almost here. We got the gap on the 4 hour. We're going for a close above the all-important kind of 27.10 resistances over here. Could this be setting up for another nice move on silver? Silver's got a lot of what I call it green sky. Some people call it blue sky. You can probably imagine why I call it green sky. It's all about the money, the green dollars. But we've got here the resistances. I think there's not much in terms of movement after this point. We don't have too much resistance coming through. 2780 at least. Very, very possible here. Nice bit of formation through the 26 after non-farms. We go to gold, and gold is generally the one that we want to look at for alerts. Why do we look at gold? This exact reason here. This zone here around this 1830 area is where gold is going for right now. Previous supports. Let's go through the line chart here. Not as easy to spot. Maybe go to the 1 hour, 2 hour charts. There's a lot of support through this 1830. Now we move back up to the 1830. We kind of hit this 200 on the 1 hour, something like this. We find resistance. This is going to be my catalyst for silver trades and gold trades. Remember, look to gold to get your silver trades often. It's kind of like other things. We look at the US dollar index, possibly make some decisions there, and then we can go and trade other US dollar pairs based on that. This is the same thing. We get the resistance in 1830. We see the resistance. We see the lightning bolt down. All of a sudden, things change. And that can happen on a Monday. For people that haven't traded a lot of Mondays, what's your favorite trading day of the week, guys? Is it Monday? Is it Tuesday? Is it Wednesday? Is it Thursday? I know what mine is. I'll let you know in a minute. What is your favorite trading day of the week? I can tell you it's not going to be Mondays for me. Andrew says 1.1 trillion treasury liquidity coming in fast. Stonks to the moon. Dollars tanking. Sometimes things happen a little bit different to how we think it. Thank you and welcome to 450 people coming in here for the pre-market into the US market session. We're going to start with cryptocurrencies, commodities first. Then get into GME, AMC, etc. All the stocks going through. I like this 1830 zone. Definitely a highlight for us during this session. Might as well highlight it now. I think it could certainly happen during the session. So we're going to highlight that one in. Get that ready on gold. Remember, use gold as the signal, generally speaking, against silver. Silver can give you fakey signals. Gold usually gives you a better signal. When gold goes long and breaks past resistances, if silver's your choice because you like the volatility, go through that one. People coming in with their answer question. They got Friday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Tuesdays from Jason. Thursday, Wednesday, every day, Siddharth says. Siddharth, I think that's the wrong answer, Siddharth. But I understand you've been having some good luck here. Matthew Tainch says, always seem to lose on Mondays. And you'd be right there, Matthew. Mondays are actually the hardest day to trade. They're a lot of fun because we're back in the market, but they are the retail trap day. If you trade currencies, I would say this about Monday. Where's my big X? There it is. The big X through the screen. Currencies not good on Mondays. Tuesdays, good. Tuesdays, Wednesdays and currencies. Thursdays, good. Fridays, a little bit poor. Stocks, a little bit different. Mondays can be okay. Tuesdays can certainly be okay. And then I actually don't mind the back of the week as well. A few people saying Friday there. So got gold here coming into the 1830. Nice level, nice location. Definitely worthwhile checking out today. We'll continue to come back to this chart and try to figure out whether gold can continue bulling in as the dollar shows strength, because that is really weird. Silver also right around that close level right now. So we'll come back to those later. Let's check out Bitcoin now and talk about what's happening here. Well, we've got a little 1 hour nice level that's been formed. Basically, came back to the 38,000-ish, 500, formed a support, busted through there just before the stream. There's a little bit of noise here as well, but things are looking relatively bullish here for the Bitcoin through the market session. Let's have a look at it on 2 hour. Good thing about TradingView is you can kind of go through a few different charts, see how the candle closes around the zones. Remember, closes are the key. You want to try to use the more conventional ones whenever possible. Look at the 4 hour as well. You'll notice it came down, hit those previous resistances. Was anyone here at the 38,000? Very nice zone buying. If you did this and you bought this area, not bad. Well done. Not bad at all. So what's next for Bitcoin? Well, I made some videos on the weekend for anyone that's been following us on TradingView. I'll pop this link in here if you want to follow us on TradingView. I'm starting to make some videos there. Basically, my thought process is I think that Bitcoin could be in for its next phase. And what that means is that it's broken through the Elon candle. Here's the Elon candle. We've closed above. We've put pressure on the 40,000. You can see there's buying momentum behind here with the wicks. We get another daily wick like this, daily close somewhere here or bullish with buying momentum coming through. Both of those are going to be very, very strong precursors to a crack of 40. Now, if we crack 40, do I think 42,000's going to stop it? I don't think so. I actually think the market will close above 40. Yes, it will go to 42,000. That's most likely after that point. We go back to the highs. But some people had 43,000. Where do they get that number from? That's a weird number. Bitcoin doesn't care about 43,000. It doesn't care about these 1,000 increments. It likes 5s and 10s. So I'd be drawing up 5s and 10s after that. And does it make sense for Bitcoin to go further? Does the 45 make sense? Sure. Why not? People are buying into it. After this whole AMC GME debacle, I feel like people are putting 5% of their money in these things. I really do. I think that I was even talking to a friend today. We're talking about it. Even he's considering it at these crazy levels. That's the thing. But I think 50,000 is actually quite probable as well. I'm actually kind of bullish here on the cycle. Might take a few more days. We're still in Lunar New Year. We know that Bitcoin's tendency is strength out of Lunar New Year. Lunar New Year ends on the 12th. So around that week to the week after, we should see basically maybe some hovering here. I think it's been exceeded and sped up by Elon and other people, but certainly a very interesting point. Takula Kevin says Bitcoin daily double top. Okay, so it's possible what you're saying there. Basically, what you're saying is that we've got a resistance up here and that the market fails around this point, comes back down, breaks through and closes below the 29,000, comes back and tests and sells off. Now, if that happened, yes, that would be incredibly bearish for Bitcoin. In fact, it'd be an incredible setup that would show a lot of bearish tendency in the coin. I just don't think it's there. And you're basically trying to precursor something where the market's looking more bullish than bearish right now. Use the confirmation. We want to get it past 40,000. We want to see it close above there, the 42. Then, of course, the further movements, 45, 50, etc. But at this point, if you call a double top every time you see this, you tend to counter trend. And when you counter trend, we all get burnt. Unfortunately, counter trending is just so difficult, you know. CL says GME gang. Absolutely, CL. Matthew Tainch says, might as well buy now, says Matthew. I would prefer if Bitcoin could consolidate more to unleash Ethereum and altcoins before smashing all-time highs. I agree with you. It would be really, really nice to see something like that, Matthew. Basically, we would like to have some more consolidation. I was hoping that we'd have more consolidation for a while, and it could still do that. It could still sell off these points and come down. And then once we get consolidation for a while, we get the rise of Ethereum, we get that coming back in. Has anyone ever looked at an BTC chart? We did that on the stream last week. Still think Ethereum is quite undervalued to BTC historically. We've got a nice breakout here, but look at the 2017 period. We got at the end of the year there, 27th, came back down. We were always above this 0.2. Then we saw the rise after, of course, Bitcoin fell a little bit, but this was the kind of peak of Ethereum. It got to 0.13 on the radar. Now, I think more like a 0.6 to 0.08, so 0.06 to 0.08, somewhere in that area is probably more where it should get to. But yes, you would usually see this step up. Sandollar77 coming in with US $4. Sandollar, as always, thank you very much for the coffees. Appreciate that, mate. Let's have a quick look at GME here. A few people mentioning that we've got some pre-market up, 11%, AMC 2%. We'll continue to watch those throughout the day and throughout the session. But I think it's worthwhile talking about some of these cryptos just to learn some of the things that are going on. Remember, we got a breakout as well and consolidation for Ethereum above these previous resistances. So we're just trading around this 0.04. You can see that this is an incredibly important resistance for us to break out of. Let's load that down. Let's have a look here. Weekly chart. Check this out. Very important level here for Ethereum. In fact, Ethereum got a little bit cheaper this morning. It obviously dumped off through the weekend, and then it's come back pretty strong. But that's a very critical kind of point for us to close the weekly above, and we've been up there for a couple of weeks now. Jason says, what's up, everybody? Have a very successful week. Thank you very much. Amar, yes, I'll have a look at Ocugen a little bit later if I can. Carl says, HODL, BTC, and ETH. Tomislav says, Cardano went off. Absolutely, it did. It went absolutely crazy. Very, very nuts. 02044 says 23% short on GME. Squeeze is over. Is that confirmed that it's that low? Does anyone know if GME is actually that low? From what I saw, it was a little bit more than that. Let's have a look. So ETH, BTC, very interesting point. Let's go through quick stocks that should have on the radar. We've still got CRM, which is Salesforce Inc. We've got a breakout of a channel. It's worthwhile continuing to watch. Down a little bit today. A bit more of a boring kind of one. I was alerted to this one before. This is Net, Cloudflare, in a channel, absolutely fully fledged channel. We've got the trough or the low. We've got the high, the low, the high, the low. Look at the buying momentum off these lows here. Wick rejections all the way going through here. And then, of course, the resistance at the 87. Look for a close at maybe 87.10. Then $100 is in the sights for sure. It actually is projecting more, but I think 100 could be a problem for it. Net, Cloudflare, very interesting stock. We've got one coming in here, $5 coming from Jamar Hamilton. Thank you very much. Have you looked at AMP digital currency? I haven't actually. I haven't looked at that too much. Do we have it anywhere in here, or is it just like something that's being launched? Let's have a look here. AMP digital currency. Let's have a look. So is this actually AMP as in something to do with something to do with AMP in Australia? I would hope not. Gemini, yeah? Is this the one? Or is this not the one? Link me it so I can have a look here. Flex a token AMP. Is this the one? I'll need to read these off stream and probably check it out. But yeah, if that's the one, let me know. AMC still moving 2.2 there, sir. GME at 63. No, GME 71. Pre-market 71. Anyone got the short squeeze percentage? Doji coin, definitely one we should look at right now. Let's do that together. Let's have a look at the Doji. See if we can find any kind of value points in something that's hyperactive. So this, of course, gone very huge. We've gone from 14th of December, 413 to a market cap that's just insane. Pretty wild there. Let's get rid of the market cap. Go to Doji US dollar. Luke says AMC is a hold for 6 to 12 months. Price target, get this, guys. Luke believes 32.36. 32.36. Wow. So Doji, nice breakout above the 0.05. We have to go into the 1 hour here to get any price structure because of its aggressive moves. We do know, though, there are technical buys. And why do we know that? Because we picked this one correctly on stream the other day. So we had the movement up. We had the short selling. We had the bullish hammer. And then we had, of course, the next move up, helped by tweets. We also know that the previous resistances over here and resistance here, 0.065, has acted as quite a nice support. In terms of moving averages, anything holding it on the way up here, maybe the 20 moving average has been a little bit of a buy zone for get in, get out kind of action through this trend. 0.085 now the new resistance. We break past that, probably retest it. It seems to like roll reversal on the 1 hour. Very nice roll reversal here. Beautiful roll reversal off those resistances. Absolutely smoking trade here off the 0.053. And then we've got this resistance into the support. Siddharth says, Tom, those short squeeze numbers are seldom updated, not relevant day-to-day decisions. Tomorrow, the next day, susceptible to manipulation. That's absolutely true, Siddharth. That's absolutely true. In fact, it probably is a lie, though, half those numbers. Arnold Stannis coming in with Singapore dollars, $5. Great country you come from there, Arnold. Excellent. Can we have a look at Nike? Thanks, Tom. Yeah, we can do that. So I think, just quickly to finish up on Doji, Things are working. Roll reversals working amazingly well. Strong pickups off the roll reversal. It looks like every time it's hitting the roll reversal, you're getting wick rejection. So maybe that's a good way to know whether the level is holding or not. You should see an instant bounce off the zone based on everything we've seen so far. And the next zones are still going to be around this 0.065 and then, of course, 0.085. Those are the two zones. Let's take a look at Nike now for Arnold. Check out what's going on there from a price action standpoint. Let's do a bit of top-down analysis. Go the monthly first. Okay, we know it's in a nice breakout. We know it's been a great year for Nike and Nike holders. We also know from the monthly that we're in some form of consolidation here. Go down to the weekly, touching and approaching resistance. So we've got here the 145. Then we go down a little bit more. What have we got going on? Well, I hope you were here. Nice level. Nice level. All right, I'm going to teach you something about TA that I always do. Oh, welcome Gold King 123 to the Stonk Squad. Thank you very much, sir. Enjoy the emojis and enjoy the community. We do posts for the community. We're going to be doing that. Going to do a Q&A as well. So definitely check that one out. Now, if we get a gap above and then we see a sell-off that comes down off that point, that I will negate that candle. Okay? And what I mean by that is clear it up. Doesn't exist in our analysis. Why? Because something happened there where it gapped up and it couldn't hold it. So I basically treat this like the candle doesn't exist unless it has other structure around it. And instead, I would have been focusing on that 130. So that's a beautiful buy zone off the 130. Now we've seen bullish pump. This bullish pump looks good for a crack too. So what I mean by that is if the market can hold up and it continues on through the stimulus we're seeing right now, through the general hype, through the day trading searches, through all the FOMO that's coming into the markets, then I believe if we can get past this resistance at all, you should be looking at a very nice move. Now, where's it stopped before in the past? Let's have a look at Nike's movements here. Let's put them on $10 and just see whether the $10 have been good resistance zones. So we know 130 was great. 140 seems to not be that great. So it did stop there initially and then get through. So there's probably going to be some resistance at 150. But 150... Okay, so what's probably going to happen is if it breaks, it's probably going to do something like this. Break, close above, move to the 150, comes back down because there will be a sell-off. We've seen a sell-off every $10. Hits the 147 resistance, finds support. Once we break the 150, we go towards 160. And it seems like every $10 chunk has been very good for this stock. The standard psychology plays, every $10 chunk has been pretty good recently and has found the resistance. There's the $100 just above. Yeah, I think that's what I would do. I'd probably be looking for take profits here, letting it close through, hit the 150, bring it down, hit this level, and then move forward. Let's have a quick look at earnings this week as well. We got earnings coming out of the stock markets. Actually, I want to look at that Hasbro earnings. I want to see how they did, actually. That'll be interesting. Okay. Anyway, Nike looking good, man. Looking good. All right, so we've got another $5 here from X Blackheart XX. Can you talk sexy about SNDL also, please? Well, I certainly can, because SNDL is a favorite of the channel, X Blackheart. That is sundial growers, which cannot get above the 126, but maybe today's the day. The 126 is what we need. We do need this thing to break some kind of level above here. Come on, guys. Can we get it done? This stock doing quite nicely. Let's zoom in here a little bit. We need to go down the 1 hour for this stock. So we've kept opening higher and failing to hold those opens. But the good news is we're starting to create pretty much some structure here. We've got the 117, so we're looking at opening again pre-market here, 117. But we haven't got above that 125 and closed, and I'd be looking at a 130 close. I think this could go ballistic if it gets past 130, and I'll show you why. So you go to the daily, and you think, okay, let's go back over this history. 126, 127, 126, 130 couldn't hold it. Couldn't hold above the 120. We haven't had a close on this stock in ages above this level. Look at this. So from a TA perspective, what are we saying? Well, we're saying things are looking good. It's holding the level, but once we get past this 126, where does it go? $1.60 is the next target. No doubt that there is a literal fill that should happen here where it goes from the $1.30 to the $1.60 based on TA. Gets past the $1.60, goes to the $1.90. Gets past the $1.90, then it continues on really, really hard to something like a 280. It's literally some crazy movements after that. But we've got clearly two targets in mind here for this stock. And I think $1.60, once we get past maybe the $1.27, $1.30 area, there's a good 30 cents in there, which is quite a lot of percent. So definitely worthwhile looking out and checking it out. A few people saying Nasdaq's going nuts. Let's have a look at the Nasdaq, 13,641. On its way, I guess, to 14,000, some people are saying. Yep, while it's broken above, we've got to close above this zone. We'll talk about the Nasdaq soon. But yeah, thank you very much for these questions. Sundial will be on the watch today, as well as we'll still have some of these squeeze stocks. BlackBerry, 3.93. We've still got Nokia here at 428, though that one's looking pretty sad. Back at the role reversal down here. I just randomly have my silver stock here because I'm always interested in it. GME, 10% up pre-market, and AMC 2%. So we'll see if those ones can hold. AMC right around the correct level though. A close above 7 today. That's what we need. A close above 7. Every day on AMC, it is paper hands. Look at all these paper hands. Trolling the markets around. Thank you very much to everyone's coming out. We've got 953 viewers joining us for this open. We're only half an hour in. Remember, we've still got 2 hours, guys, before the open. It's going to be a lot of fun. No worries, X Blackheart. That's my thought process on that sundial. I wish you luck and hopefully it gets through those zones. Gold King says, holding AMC, GME, NAK, D, BB to the moon, diamond hands. Thank you, Gold King. Enjoy that. Paul J, Doji to the moon. Yeah, Doji coin. We almost need to edit our settings here. Let me see if I can edit this stuff. I can. All right. Let me just quickly edit this. All right, there we go, guys. Edited that comment. Okay, Amar, we'll look at your oxygen. You've been patient, and I saw you there before. We'll look at the oxygen. Nice break. Jeez, my God. Is that why you wanted me to look at it? Because it's up 76%. Did you just want to tell me and tell everybody else out here that we've missed out on this one? Okay, well, this stock, obviously, mooning. 76.95% off the back of a 61.54. Looks like an absolute monster. Health technology, biotech, probably an announcement that's very bullish, plus a whole bunch of hype. These ones probably get into the danger zone in terms of when you're seeing these kind of movements. Where does it go? Just use your psychological kind of concepts here. If it's 9.27, it'll gravitate most likely towards something like a 10 during the day or just underneath a 10. Look at the lines, look at the volume, look at where people have got sell orders. If you're interested in getting out of this type of thing or taking a portion off when it's gone this crazy, maybe do so that way. Take a portion, take a portion, take a portion. You've obviously got to make your own decisions. One of the things I always apply is maybe I take like a third, and a third, depending on the levels. I think that's why Amar wanted to show us, though. He just wanted to show us how good he is, guys, at finding this particular thing. Man, I tell you what, even the people that was invested in it before, look at that. Oh, I don't know what's going on with this thing. But anyway, that's all right. $10 possibly the psychological there. Oil continues its run up here as well. Worthwhile checking out this commodity. Oil continuing on to the 60 promised land. We have this that we've drawn up. This is, of course, our flag that we drew up. We're moving towards the 60. I still think longer term, we've got 65 as the target here for oil. Possibly consolidation when it hits around the 60 zone. And then anything up to the 75 is possible. Maybe the 80 medium term. And I am done with oil at that point. I'm absolutely done with it. I do not care about oil after that point. I care about oil right now But I will tell you that after that point, it's Dunsky for me. You can see it's just kind of like the level that it likes to hover to and gravitate to. You know what's going to happen here? What do you guys think is going to happen when oil hits these levels? Because it probably will at some point. What article do you think they're going to write in the newspaper? In Bloomberg, in Reuters, in Market Watch? What do you think the discussion will be about oil? Let me know what you think the discussion will be about oil at that point. It's always the same when it hits that point. Someone's probably going to know. Ahmed says, at FX Evolution, is your view still the same that BTC should go sideways during the Lunar New Year? I think we were totally on track for that until Elon mucked it up. Cam says, Doji is dead, in my opinion. Throw a fib retracement on the chart from the last 2017 bull run and you'll hit retracement, sell your Doji. Doji is definitely very, very big risk. Kim Lim's got it right. Going to 100. Yep, that's what they're going to say. They always say as soon as it hits about 70, 75, it's going to 100. When they write that, you run away. Oil is back. Yeah, they write that as well. What do you think of PLTR? Well, this is definitely a stock we know that quite a few people are in because everyone's always interested in this one. Go down to the daily here. It's coming off the support. This is what we discussed last week. 30.80 during the live streams. We've talked about this level quite a few times. This was the buying pressure zone. Pre-market 36.87. This stocks or this particular thing is obviously getting quite expensive in this space. I know this is one of those ones that does the business, but this was the zone for it. It's been a nice little return. I guess you continue to hopefully hold if you're a bull in this case, back into possibly highs. Hype train's pretty real with this one, but yeah, that was the zone technically. You can see that 33 a couple of times. I would have preferred it came down to 30 flat, but the 20 moving average was just here. And we know that this market's incredibly bullish right now. Tala says, I'm afraid Doji will crash hard soon. As Elon said, I go to work now. Should we buy or sell now? Doji's incredibly risky. Incredibly risky. So we've looked at that one a few times. I think you got to make your own decisions, man. But it's one of those ones where maybe you trail it. Maybe you have a stop loss trail on it. Maybe you have some form of get out strategy and closure strategy. It's always worthwhile doing. Did you look at dollar index continuously? Looks like it's continuing its kind of little momentum for now. Still kind of hovering around this zone. We'll draw up a quick area. We had, of course, our 90.91, but we will draw up other areas. I'm going to continue watching this zone for gold through the session. Let's have a look at GME pre-market 8.37. Don't be too concerned. 1.46. I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that we're still quite far out. Still got a little bit of time to go before we get into these markets. Let's go back to the future screener. Quickly refresh that. Lumber, the best performance of the day here. Platinum, that's the one I want to look at. I want to look at some platinum. I know a few people are sending stocks to me. We'll go through some of them over time when we can. Oh, yes. We're going to see the platinum break today. Sweet. This is sweet. All right. So we've got the horizontal resistance here. I like that one. Very good. Series of higher lows coming into it. Always a technical thing we do want to see there as well. Go down to the 4 hour. Look at this resistance, guys. Oh, yeah. Very nice. Resistance, 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 resistance. Closes up, gaps through, comes down, tests twice, gets the buy, and pushes off. What's the target on this technically? Okay, the target is... This could be a stock, remember. This could be a currency. It can be a commodity. It could be anything. This is always very sweet. So a couple of things with the sendings. If you're going to use the sendings, firstly, we want to kind of go through as many of the bodies as we can. We want to see, of course, higher lows, ideally, especially off the last one. We want to see it break way before the end. Never let an ascending get here. If it gets here, No to that. Get rid of that. Can someone get rid of that dude spamming phone numbers? We don't want that. No, don't ever. Oh, another thing. And a community announcement. If you watch my videos, never click on those crappy bots. And also there's some spammers that use our name, FX Evolution, and they post there and they say, come join our investment group or something on WhatsApp. We do not have a WhatsApp. We do not give out our phone number on the internet like that. It's on our website, but nowhere else. And we do not call you unless you contact us. Okay? Stay away from the scammers. They're everywhere. It's like a plague of them. So we've got the higher lows. We've got the resistances. This is a very beautiful resistances. We've got the closure above. I think we're going to confirm today probably close daily above here, but this is a nice breakout. And the reason I say this is take a look at the weekly here. Well. It's been undervalued for some time, this metal. We're getting a nice breakout, and we've probably got a little bit more in it, actually. Possibly all the way up here to the 12, kind of 80 area. Pretty good. Zana says, Wall Street bets are buying HCMC. Is it still a buy? Is that actually the code? Surely that is not the code. I'm going to go with that's not the code. Quick check on GME. Pre-market, $70. Still finding resistance. We will break that one down together very, very soon. Let's go back to the questions here. News on Bloomberg right now from Tomislav. Tesla just bought 1.5 billion in Bitcoin. All right, let's have a look here at Bloomberg. Let's have a look. Doesn't seem to be there, but that's okay. One thing we've got, so we've got the news, and then we can just search here Tesla or Tesla if it's there, or Bitcoin. Doesn't look like it's there. That being said, this will refresh throughout time if they have done that. No doubt in my mind that Tesla will put some money in there. Elon will be big on it. We knew that as soon as he posted. It was always inevitable, etc., etc. What are you guys' thoughts on this one? This is Guru Focus, of course, showing us monthly buy sales ratios in terms of the insiders. There's other charts you can go here. We're definitely getting down to a pretty low number here. Let's have a look at the 3-month window. So buy sells very low, very low. Year to date, 1 year, getting down there indeed. So there's obviously they like buying. The insiders like buying when the market goes down. They bought most of the time through the recession, and now we're at the lowest point of buying ratios. I always do pay attention a little bit to that, but again, we want to see technical analysis before anything. Alex E says, is Elon dumping his Doge into BTC? Probably. Jacob Croft, FX, can you look at APH as I will be investing in it this week? Well, I wouldn't want to, make your decision any different there, sir. But let's have a quick look at these ones. Just purely from, again, a TA perspective. So, well, firstly, we got nice 110 resistance here on this particular one. This is an electronics company, electronic components. It's coming back up to 130, kind of struggled around that 128, 130 zone. Found a little bit of a problem. Looks like I'm getting a link in here. Let me have a look here. Oh yeah, so it is unhedged chatter, 1.5 billion, and so it begins Tesla. I've got this link. Let me just quickly load up my Discord. And I'll just get this link for you. Okay. All right, here we go. Link coming in. All right, so it says we hold and may acquire digital assets that may be subject to volatile market prices, impairment, and unique risk loss. In January 2021, we updated our investment policy to provide with more flexible to further diversify and maximize returns in our cash. So it looks like here, thereafter we invested an aggregate 1.5 billion in Bitcoin under this policy. So if this is fully verified, that's obviously going to be big news, I guess, for people hyperactivity. And look at Bitcoin go. There we go. How many minutes ago was that? There we are. We were just talking about great structure in the buy zone, and then of course now it's going ballistic. Pretty big move considering how much this really is for Bitcoin. So we're about to hit 41,000, guys. Whew! Come on. So that's a pretty big purchase. Obviously a significant portion of Bitcoin. This is pushing this one through. Steve saying volume up. Am I a bit quiet, guys? Am I quiet? I shouldn't be that quiet. Tyrone says 42,000 easily. Let's just quickly watch this ride here that's happening pre-market. Shouldn't be too quiet. Hang on, I've turned it up a little bit there. So let's see how that goes. That any better? Let me know if that's better. 41,000. Miles just says BTC just jumped. Oh, BTC is jumping. Don't worry, we're watching it here. Let's continue to go through here. Because I believe that, isn't there some problem within America if they hold these kind of assets? I guess it's more as an investment portion. There you go. The price of digital assets has been in the past and may continue to be highly volatile, including as a result of various associated risks and uncertainties. Prevalence of such assets is relatively recent trend. Okay. All right, that just seems like a whole bunch of stuff. This is just a bunch of information. Basically, that's the only important part. And it's sending Bitcoin mad. New high, guys. We just got a new high. Pushing up 41,200. I'm sure a few of you hodlers are pretty happy with this move here. So I think the answer to a lot of the things that we've been asked, I've been asked this a few times, did I expect it to continue to be holding for Lunar New Year? Well, yeah, but the Elon thing really triggered basically buying. We saw it come back down with weakness. And then, of course, I made the call on it here, around here on TradingView and on the websites, just to say, like, you know, this thing's bullish, 38,000. And then after it cracked here, basically, you know, 45.50. So 41,200 here. We're witnessing something pretty interesting going on here in Bitcoin. This is a very large move. To put this in perspective, market cap wise, when you think about it, you know, look at the market cap going up right now. This is not even updated. But you'll notice this will go to about 1.25 very, very soon. Here it is, 41,200. I just want to watch this one continue, see if we can come up to the 42. Doji it up. Is Doji moving? Eddie B says, don't confuse investing with gambling. That's very true, Eddie. There's a lot of gambling going on in the markets right now, and investing is certainly very different. When we're talking about trading, technically, we want to wait for confirmations and do those types of things. It's okay to have like more of a fun account. And that's what actually a lot of people do have when they got a lot of money. They might have a few $1 million, which is their play money. Remember, these people have a lot of money and they'll trade it. Some people's play money is $10,000 per position. Some people's play money is $500 per position. It doesn't really matter, but that they treat it separately. Remember, risk adjusted returns, even though it's boring to say, is always one of the most important things. Welcome as well. We've got 1,270 people here. We've just witnessed some pretty big information for Bitcoin, and we're seeing the markets run. We are seeing the markets run up pretty hard here. Let's have a look at some of the other ones. Let's take a look at Ethereum as well. Use ETH, crypto. And we'll go just Kraken, whatever, doesn't matter. So ETH also running here, 1695. BTC, 41,044. I just want to see it 42. I feel like this market moves so quickly with pumping that we might even hit a 42 in a few minutes. Sally said, did Tom discuss precious metals mining? We certainly did. We discussed platinum's big move. We discussed gold, the resistance, and silver. We also got a 99-cent donation here from Jong Ling. Thank you very much. He's put a face. He's like, what's going on here? What's going on is Tesla are not only pushing the Doge coin up with Elon, but they are pushing Bitcoin up hard. 41,600. We're about to potentially reach, during this stream, all-time highs, guys. Oh. Look at it. Look at it pumping. Yes. This is exciting for a Monday. Did not expect it to be hitting all-time highs this fast in the stream. We're talking about structure, and then it's done this. 41,900. Here we go. We're going to crack it right now. This is going to do it. Get the diamond hands up, guys. We're going to push. Polo $2 says, thoughts on Oculus and Vine. Vine could make a run. We'll check that out. So we're putting this resistance pressure here. There will be a little bit of selling, but we know with Bitcoin, once it gets through, it goes mental. Jason says, thank you, Elon legend. What's a fair AMC valuation? Probably about $4 or $5. But that being said, we'll go with 780 today. Why not? So resistance here getting tested still. 41.7. Look at a chunk. Look at those chunks each way. Whoa. Big whale dumps and chunks. Hot news, hot pumps, says Daniel. Pump it up, man. Pump it up. All right, while we wait for this one, we'll put this to the side. We'll make a two-door, and we'll do some things that we've been talking about. So what was that? Oculus, wasn't it? Is Oculus actually a... Are these actually stocks, or are you just talking about Vine Therapeutics? All right, there we go. All right, Vine Therapeutics. Yeah, this is pretty nice. Let's go to the daily here. All right, so big, nice breakout. This is another one of these fairly nice moves that we've seen recently. $2.87 was the previous peak. We've got $3 resistance here that we want to clear. So we want to jump into the 1 hour. You can see there, Bitcoin's pumping back into the 42s here. It's trying to put that pressure on. This has everything that looks good. Double bottom here on the smaller time frames. Break close above. You can see the pre-market's good for it as well. $2.78. Once it cleared that, looked good. Structure's looking good for another test for $3 here for this one, for Vine. I think all's looking good there. And that was a donation coming in from Paulie Polo, $2. Thank you very much. Vine looks good. I like it. Don't know about Oculus though. Oh, all right, we cracked it. 42,000. Cracked easily there. You guys can thank Elon if you're in the Bitcoin, because he certainly made it happen faster than it was going to. The next move for Bitcoin could certainly push towards 45 now. Probably find some kind of resistance there. 42. Absolutely crunched. Bang. FC Shopping, $5. Thank you very much there. Thank you, Tom. Last week I followed your analysis and bought BTC at 3 with a ton of 8s. 38,888, and now it has paid off. Well, you can thank me a little bit there, FC Shopping. You can probably thank Elon more, because it certainly happened a little bit faster than we expected. But yeah, look, Bitcoin trading, I talk about it now because it's real. I mean, it's real. The technicals are easier than some normal like cash money. But 42,200, like, you got to be interested in that. That's awesome. Thank you very much, and well done to you, FC Shopping. Appreciate that, man. We just got to keep watching this one. What an exciting morning, guys. Wow. Did not expect to be coming out here. Let's go look at the chunks of these 1 minute chunk candles. We came in thinking there was nice levels, but I didn't think it was going to be that nice. That's off the Tesla news. Let's quickly just change this here. And we'll just go BTC now. And then There we go. Change that up a little bit there. BTC changing news. All right, it's all happening here on the channel today. 42.5. We've got another donation coming in here from Jong Ling. What about Baba? $1.99. Yeah, we can look at Baba while we watch this thing moon off. And that's a real moon right there. So Baba, been an interesting stock recently, finding supports quite a few times. Again, we want to go to the higher time frames here to view this one. Nice structure formation coming through here. 252, 268 resistance. Clearly, we're in a channel. We want to dial that into smaller time frames. You go to the 4 hour then. It's usually a good time frame to go to. Let's quickly flick this to the other side. And we'll make this a little bit bigger for you. There we go. So we've got strong support through this 253, and we've got really heavy resistance, it looks like, at 270. I'm literally just trapping this thing right now. Trap that beast. And probably don't bother with it unless it breaks through the trap. But very nice. That's exactly what you want to see in a stock. Accumulation, probably load the volume on as well. Just make sure the nice volume coming through into a break would be good. It's always worthwhile having volume on your charts for these types of things. Very nice little channel. Nice accumulation above the moving averages. Just like last time, if it breaks, looks like it comes down and does a little bit of a retest, but probably just take the break if you believe in this company and then move it forward. 280 will also find some resistance, but the distance will be something like this one here. Nice. Thank you for bringing this to our attention. Baba, always worthwhile checking out. The biggest risk on this stock is always the Chinese government, of course. 290 would be the target on this one, just under 290. Whoa, we're coming 43,000. Hodl. I wish I had more. Wow, wow, wow. That's crazy. Big story for anyone that's joining us today. Tesla news in Bitcoin. They've bought $1.5 billion worth. Cash money into crypto money. 43K just hit. Absolutely smoked again. This is a, just to put this in perspective, this is a 1 minute chart. 1 minute chart. This isn't a small currency or coin or anything like that. Wow. Thank you so much. Everyone's coming out. Remember, smash the like button if you're enjoying this. Smash it. Subscribe. Help us get to 50,000 subscribers. I'd really love to be there. I have a dream, and that dream involves a play button one day. I hope I can get there. But I'll continue to make content for you guys and hopefully give you some value so we can get there together. 43,000. Jesus. Yugo 685, $2. Thoughts on AVGR? We'll check that one out. So Baba, really nice price action structure here. You saw how I played it through. Whoa. Look at the chunks. Oh. 43.5 almost reached there. Just absolutely dominated with a big sell candle. The stuff of nightmares, that sell candle. Probably might freak people out for a little bit. We'll see. Big sell like that usually leads to a little bit of panic in the market whenever they see that kind of flash. But still very, very bullish here. 252, 270, very nice. Let's have a look at this other one, AVGR. Avinga. Yep, all the price action starting to check out here as well. Let's go to the weekly. Beautiful 150 level here. Resistance, huge move up, $2.40. What is that? 242. Comes back down, hits the $1.50, finds the roll reversal. Who says TA doesn't work? Come on, guys. Look at that. Beautiful. Comes down, hits the level, finds some support in the smaller time frames. Just go to the daily now. Daily finding the support, slowly climbing higher. Probably not enough structure there, knowledge. Whoop, back to a new high. $1.52. This is very nice resistance. So we basically see the $1.77, $1.77 close above. This is all good for further bullish momentum. When we got above that zone, things are looking good here to the 220, possibly even 240. This is the type of structure you want to see where you've got consideration, you've got buying wicks, showing us bull pressure, showing us accumulation. We've got resistance. with a nice like wick here, which means anyone that's shorting this stock will have stop losses above there. We can't clear it. We can't clear it. We do clear it. That's usually a bit of a trigger there. Hopefully that makes some sense. Nice. 43.5. Get the. I want to see rockets in the room. Get rockets in the room. 43K Bitcoin right now. $43K Bitcoin. Get rockets in the room. I'm going to get some rockets in the room. This is cool. I got no problems with this one. Well, I don't even have rocket emoji, but I got these ones. Yeah, GME slowly down. This will put some struggle on GME for today. If everyone's looking at a cryptocurrency and the money's pumping there and the retail crowd's jumping into this one, it will put pressure on GME, AMC, etc. So we can see here GME now 9.49%, but still at the 70. We'll still be covering it into the pre-market, even though crypto's gone mental. 6.92 here. 1.32 for AMC, AG 2.55, BB 4.31, Sendal 2.65. You'd think the US government would be getting a bit scared about Bitcoin right now with these companies moving into it. 43.7 we just hit. 43.7. Everyone's getting the rockets in the room. Very nice. KZ made $100 in 3 minutes. Congratulations. How is Doji looking, Thor said, compared to BTC? I would say Doji might not be looking that good. Let's have a look. If people are speculating Elon's investing in Doji, though, I'm not so sure about that one. I think it will probably suffer from this movement. Yeah, so it's suffering a little bit. I guess I expected that. I think a lot of coins suffer when Bitcoin moves up. Ethereum may not, because Ethereum could be seen as a target as well for holding. Bitcoin, the number 1 store of value. Ethereum, of course, the number 2 store. Let's have a look at dollar index here. It seems to be doing absolutely nothing off this news. Euro also doing not much. Rebecca says Binance is down, as in probably crashed. Can anyone else confirm that Binance is down? That will not be good. If Binance just crashed, one of the biggest exchanges, if not the biggest, might push pressure on Bitcoin down. Can people confirm Binance is dead right now? Why is AMC not moving, says Agent? Look, it's a little bit the hype coming off. As we say always, confidence is key. So confidence is the biggest thing. Look at this confidence that just came through here. We just get a message then, Binance is down. Rebecca posted that. Thank you very much for the community. Binance down, Bitcoin starts crunking, getting crashed. Crash, Taka says crashed, RDM, Zachary, Binance down. That is not good. And look what's happened. The rally was wild, and then all of a sudden you get a down, and then people can't trade, and it loses some of the steam. So that's a big one. It's pretty much one of the rules you learn in everything. If you have confidence and you have kind of like everybody packing in, people just pay more than the other person because everyone's confident about it. Look, I'm sure this will come back up, but yeah, GME and AMC, we need to get confidence back in it. So we saw some confidence in GME on Friday. Today, our aim, above 90. Above 90. Believe me, you get above 90, oh, then it'll be the talk. It'll be on all the papers. Everyone's going to be talking about it. A few people saying Binance completely down. Yeah, there you go. Sally says, Tom, what are your top 5 crypto? If you haven't already, thank you. I have too many tabs open. Top 5 crypto, look, it's always going to... I actually always usually have Ethereum as number 1 for me. I don't know what I like about it, but I just like Ethereum. Don't hate. I just like it. Cardano's always been one on my watch list. Well, a few of them have come up here. Chainlink, Bitcoin, of course. And then for me, I don't know why, but I used to trade a bit of Litecoin. But it's not actually a favorite of mine. I actually don't see the point of it. I don't go outside. I'm not adventurous in the coin space. I'm not adventurous. I just stick with what the blue chippy kind of things, the stores. I basically say if an exchange, my thought process is if everyone dumps all the altcoins, they come into Bitcoin and Ethereum, maybe Cardano now. Or they used to go into XRP, but I've always hated that coin for some reason. So when the money comes in, I'm always confident in those ones. And I don't mind getting subpar returns, but they've been so good. I mean, what's wrong with Bitcoin's returns? It's just amazing. A few people saying Binance is back. All right, well then if it's back, we're going back up, aren't we? SPCE analysis from Brandon. Yeah, we'll be checking that out. Thank you very much to the 1,570 people that have come out. If you're enjoying today's stream, you're enjoying seeing Tesla buy cryptocurrency. Thank you very much to Klim as well for sending that announcement to us. Big news, Tesla has purchased Bitcoin, literally. $1.5 billion in Bitcoin. Impressive. This could open corporate America to purchasing some of these cryptocurrencies. If they do, can you imagine? I can also imagine that the US will be pissed off, as in like the tax associations and everything. They will not be happy about this. Ethereum 1711. We'll go to some other things on the right hand side here. We'll continue to watch probably Bitcoin on the 1 minute, just on the left hand side. Do you guys want me to do that? You want me to keep watching this on the left hand side and do analysis on the right hand side? What do you think? Silver, yeah, we can check that out. So silver looking good, looking for a close above this 27.10. We need like maybe a 27.15, 17.20 kind of area. Once we clear this area, we should be looking very, very nice to the 27.80, 27.90, and possibly starting to put pressure back on, maybe even up to the 30. I'm pretty bullish on silver, you know this. I like this formation that we're seeing. I'm surprised. The dollar index is 91.20 and we're seeing silver bull against it, and same with Bitcoin. That's weird. Something's got to give soon. You can't just have every single market going up. Doji dying, Sunny Ray. Yeah, this is not good for the Doji move, because basically it's like saying Elon tweeted that he wanted Bitcoin instead of Doji. It's the bait switch. He baited switched everybody. It's not good. He was getting greedy for the Bitcoin all for himself. Dalton says, rip Doji. I think this is not good news for the long-term hold of Doji, no. What do you guys think about that, actually? I feel like, it's my opinion only, that if you have a disclosure saying Tesla bought Bitcoin, and then all of a sudden, you know, we're seeing pumps in Doji, but the real reality is they're in, you know, Elon's technically in Bitcoin. I feel like that's not positive for Doji's, because Doji is a meme. It does not have really a test case. All right, let's continue here. GME, just quick update for GME watches. 7.81. AG now 2%. Sundial 2.21. And AMC 1.17. Still very early. We're about 1 hour and 20 minutes, 21 minutes away from the open. So not too long, but also far enough away for these stocks not to be moving yet. GME tends to come in hard the last hour, and really more of the half an hour period. We've got CSP coming in, Canadian, $10. Thank you very much for that. Very generous. Hey, Tom, what are your thoughts about BlackBerry? It's almost up 5% pre-market. Okay, well, we had that. We're just about to talk about it. So thank you very much for your donation. Very generous of you. Just a reminder, guys, we've got the Stonk Squad. We've got the Diamond Hands membership. Always good to get more members into the community. And we'll be posting Q&As and stuff from that. All right, so let's go through this thought process on BlackBerry. We'll go through the weekly first. So one thing I don't like about the weekly here on BlackBerry is that it was a super paper hands week. GME actually held that week positive. Remember, it held like a $300+. And that to me instantly told me that AMC and GME technically had more retail support. That was one thing that I didn't like about BlackBerry hold, and I didn't like about the what was the other one? Nokia hold. They both were kind of declining here. New low, by the way, forming on BTC. Expect some pullback to possibly come back here to the 42. We'll have to see where the 42 holds. We'll put a quick line at 42 while we're talking about this. Yes, there we go. So we'll see whether that finds any buying pressure. It was a pretty wild move though, very fast. So profit taking will be had by traders. BlackBerry is now rejected and it has some weekly rejection there. Let's go in the daily. Daily, couple of candles. Nice bullish daily candle there. 4.31 up pre-market. Oh, there it is. Ooh, look at that chunk. Damn. Damn, it gets wild when the lines get filled out. Okay, so I like some of the formation here. We're back onto the 1 hour. BlackBerry, nice formation. This is what you want to see when you're looking for a recovery in stocks. Remember, try not to be the person here. You might feel like a god, but that's not actually good. If you're the person here or the person on this candle, you're actually a trader. That's legit. Why? Resistance, 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 breaks through, closes above. This is when you know things are getting more bullish. It's actually very, very nice. We've got a series of higher lows coming into it. A nice test through this 1246. Don't ask me why it's 1246. Big movement up since then. We also cracked through this 1 hour rejection shooting star. That's also big. Hovering around this area here. All looks very, very nice. Things actually looking pretty good here for BB. BB looking okay. It is at the resistance of previous supports. Next target, probably just a psychological 15. So if we break through here, you could see a nice resurgence back to the 15. Good luck there. I do like the support though. I expect even if the market tanks for this 1240 kind of zone to be fine. This is a big, look at this, 1 minute candle. Let's just quickly have a look at this. We went as low as 40,881 and as high there as 42,432. That's like billions of dollars in a crypto movement. US $4 coming in from $77. Give me another coffee, powering me up for the rest of the time. DC says AMP token. Yeah, I need to look up that AMP token for the other gentleman that gave us a donation. AMP token. Is this the token? That's a nice little breakout there. Yeah, that's pretty legit. AMP. Can I get this in trading view? How big is this thing? 119, so pretty small. Is this the one, guys? It's pretty legit resistance break just based on the line chart. You can see here that it had a lot of daily kind of levels being formed. This is between only 1 day though, but that's a nice little breakout that's happened there. FinV, undervalued. Quick reminder, this net Cloudflare, nice channel for people that are a bit more interested in the traditionals. FinV, Finvolution. All right. Go out to the monthly here. We'll watch Bitcoin on the side there, 42,400. So we're still finding pretty nice buying pressure. FinV. Okay, so it's back to resistance right now, this $4. I'm not sure. This is fairly new, it looks like. Only a couple of years. Go down to the daily. Yeah, 380s, probably just a good roll reversal. Structure around 360, 20 moving average also might come and hold it. Not much to go off here. It has broken through some significant resistances at 3 and 2, and was that about 270? But yeah, not that much structure here. Maybe 365 has me interested with the 20 intersection. Other than that, not too sure about that one. Is Reddit down for anyone? I'm not sure. Musk pumped BTC. Stonks only go up. Absolutely. We've been checking that out. The Tesla news. Thank you very much. The 1,650 people that are joining us. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the subscribes. Appreciate it, everybody. Let's see if we can get a big one going on today, just like we've done last week. Do appreciate everyone's support. It's a 1 minute candle and BTC on the left. That's the big one of today so far. BlackBerry, we did that one. Hopefully that helped you a little bit there. GME finding a little bit more weakness. I think, remember BTC, we need the retail crowd to be all over this one. And right now, I think they're going to be over this one. This is not the best type of thing for these trades here today. The hype is on the Bitcoin side. Look at it go. It's going back for 43, 43.6. Let's see. Ben says, is GME still a buy and a hold? Well, as long as it holds above 50, 40, 50. Salboy says, Musk could have done it quietly, but no, he has to get attention. Of course. He really is seeing himself as a bit of a god right now on this stuff. A few people saying NAKD is moving. 4.55%. Closed at 598. This particular stock is, or this particular unit is kind of hovering after a very big move up. That looks absolutely terrifying on a chart if that is what it is. Be very careful in something like this. Another one of those pumps with the squeeze. What's up with AMC? All of these ones just kind of failing because we need confidence. And confidence right now is in the Bitcoin. DraftKings went down to yesterday. Got a $50 free bet out of it. Oh, well done, Dan. Did anyone watch the Super Bowl in America? How about, did Tom Brady do it again? What the hell? Boomer Dave coming in with $5 says, look at the BTC monthly candle for some humor. Enjoy the coffee, mate. All right, let's have a look at this. Yeah, well, I guess it is pretty humorous. Wait, let me just continue to just pull that one down. Yep, that's a move. That's a move. This is logarithmic. Look at the logarithmic kind of moves here that have gone on over time. You can see, though, when moves like this happen, so obviously the initial move of Bitcoin all the way up to like that 19,000 area, and it does have like a cool off. Depends what phase we're in here. So I'll be doing a video on this. Definitely subscribe if you're interested, talking about how long this bull phase should last. Because Bitcoin actually has bull phases that last quite a while, and then bear busts that last a decent amount of time. So there could be certainly another bear bust coming, but it may be a little while off. Certainly doesn't look like it's coming anytime soon. Thank you very much for that bit of fun there, Boomer. You could see that 1 minute candle just full flexing there on the decline. Another 1 minute coming down, met with high pressure intensity buying. We've got thanks for all the donations, by the way, today, guys. Really appreciate the stream. Cedric Schwartz coming in with $5. Love your stream. Please have a look at EFR and TSX exchange with monthly chart. What is the target? All right, let's have a look here at the technicals on EFR. That is probably Eton Vance. We'll keep the Bitcoin on the left-hand side because I'm fascinated by these minute moves here. All right, so daily on EFR is looking pretty good. Let's have a look. But we've got some rejections. All right, we don't like rejections. All right, so every full pullback is generally, well, it didn't even go to the 20 here. When it breaks, tends to have, we need to understand the nuances of this. How does it trade? So when it breaks, it ain't coming back. That time broke. This time it did come back. This time broke, didn't come back. Hit the 20, found buying pressure. Okay, interesting. So we know that there's a higher chance that if we break through this resistance, that we're going to probably continue moving up. We also know that if we take a look at that weekly, these are 2 wick rejections. You know that I love wick rejections from the perspective of the market moves up, closes above the wick rejections, probably won't come back down in this case, but once it closes through here, it takes out all the shorts, takes out the stop losses, and it shows momentum in the market. Wick rejections getting smashed is awesome. Target would be 1388, previous resistance, or possibly the 14. I'd be very careful around here. Maybe what I'd start doing is possibly trailing the position with a target of 14 instead. Previous support becoming resistance. Nice one. Not bad there, EFR. Thank you for all the donations, by the way, coming in. We'll keep getting through to them. Watching this Bitcoin on the left-hand side. TSX exchange. Okay, let's have a look. TSX, very nice weekly close here. Bullish, bullish, bullish. New all-time highs. Daily looks good. This is the S&P TSX composite, so obviously in Canada. Yeah, nice resistance break here. Is any, not really too many moving averages it comes back to. That was actually a fairly decent short off here before this heavy bull. I'd probably still always look at the US market when I'm doing analysis on this kind of market, unless there's stimulus coming out. Yeah, I'd probably just say around this 18,000. I wouldn't be surprised to see a little sell-off. Possibly here we find some pickup. 20 moving average maybe on the smaller time frame, like a 1 hour coming into it. Yeah. Nice. Nice level. Thanks again to the 1,600 people coming out here today. We will be looking at AMC GME, story of the day, Bitcoin. Tesla buys $1.5 billion of Bitcoin. Elon can't help himself. Thank you very much, Cedric. We'll keep going down here. Now, we've got some other donations that have come in, I believe. And why have I lost them? I'll go over to my other chat wheel here. Gold King 123 coming in with US $5. Thank you very much, Gold King. Just gives me US $5. Thank you very much. Did I lose a whole bunch of chat? What the hell's going on here? Oh, EFR at TSX Exchange, $5 from Cedric. Sorry, mate. I thought you were talking about the TSX Exchange itself and the other stock. This is a beautiful breakout, man. All right. Go through another one. That's okay. It's all TA. It doesn't really matter what you're looking at. It's the same principles will apply, guys, to everything. Firstly, beautiful close above this rejection shooting star. That's great. Very bullish after consolidation. Coming off a super support. I hope you got in here, man. This is a great level. And when you see this, you should be very, very happy. About to see all-time highs here on Bitcoin again. On the 1 minute chart, look at this. It's going for 43.7. So we're probably going to see a 45 today, it looks like. This thing just keeps chunking up. Once the US market all wakes up and realizes what's going on, we're all the millennials, we're all getting out of bed, we're getting ready. And we're like, see the tweet about Elon or something, and we just go crazy. So this looks really, really nice. 623. I think it's probably going to clean that area. There's huge amounts of noise in this stock. What is going on here? Huh. Guess $8, man. There's so much crazy noise, but this is all incredibly bullish. Go to the daily, incredibly bullish. Maybe I'd flag it. I'd probably go for 8. I don't know why I'm feeling that, but that's the level. 44,200 just instantly hit. A few minutes ago during this stream, we saw 41,000. Already $3,000 of profit on one Bitcoin. That's mad. Yeah, I'd probably say 8. This is a beautiful break, though. I expect more. All right. I seem to have lost some of the stream here. Sand$77 says US $5. Tom, news on AMC. Chinese majority stakeholder wonder converted percentage of shares to sell. All right, so you hear it here first. Sand$77 says news on AMC. Chinese majority stakeholder wonder converted percentage of shares to a sell, which is not the best. Yeah, that is not the best. Fly0137 US $5. What do you think about CPSR earnings tomorrow? We'll definitely have a look at that. CPSR. Thank you very much as well to someone just joining the community then. Lavonda Clark, welcome to the Stock Squad. Thank you very much. This is a pretty momentous day. I'm loving seeing all-time highs on Bitcoin. I'm sure a lot of you are. This is just absolutely insane. Because this is a big market cap now. Like, these are billions. Gold King says GME to the moon. CPSR, pre-market 10. So I believe Capstar has earnings this week, we were told. Is that correct? Is this the stock? Hope it is. Welcome again, Lavonda. Thank you very much. If this is the stock, we have to hope it gets past 1062. Just like before, we can ignore this particular candle because it's bizarre. I don't know what's going on with that candle. I wouldn't even pay any attention to it. This looks really weird though. It looks like a SPAC. 44.6. Here we go. 45. Let's get our horizontal line in 45. Wow, wow, wow. Is Elon possibly the most powerful gangster on Twitter and in the world? Do you reckon he is? CRSR, Corsair. Okay, good. Now that's more like it. Corsair. Very nice break of this area. Thank God it's Corsair and not whatever that was. Okay. So we've got two big rejection weeks. We've got rejections everywhere. It's like paper hands holding this stock. They're so concerned about it. Resistance, 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 resistance. Very nuts. Things are looking good here. Daily changes a little bit. We got our first structure. We see buying off 42.77. I like that a lot. I like that a lot, guys. Then we've got 51 as the clear kind of target, 51.33. But I think as soon as you clear this level, you'll be looking at whatever this thing likes stopping at. If it's rounds, it doesn't even look like it likes rounds. But I would have targets for things like 55 here. I think 50 could be cleared through earnings. This is very normal for stocks to do this. Remember, things move up into resistances before news, and then they tend to find out whatever the news is, resistances or supports, and they either sell off hard or they buy. But the zone, everything looks really nice right now. Buy pressure off the resistances, beautiful structure for ages. When the wicks get taken out, expect explosive growth. Check out the earnings. Looks good, man. CLSK. Check this one out. Moving with Bitcoin, supposedly. Nice. Beautiful consolidation. So many great setups at the moment. Clem, you weren't wrong. Clem messaged me. He goes, there's so many great setups. I can't disagree with you. Look how many great structures we've been seeing tonight. Oh, I love this structure so much. Getting a bit wild up here. Notice that this is what always Bitcoin does. Slightly before that psychological number, it just goes boom, bust. Let's see if we can go test that again. If it comes back up here, it'll crack 45 and break it completely, probably. So we've got resistance, resistance. I like this because it consolidates above the resistance, creates like a little bit of a mini channel, and then breaks out again. When you get this kind of mini channel above, never be concerned. Hold, hodl, hodl, hodl. Get the diamond hands on. Never be concerned about structure forming on top of your resistance, guys. When that happens, boom. Looks great, this stock, or this, everything here is looking good. On the 4 hour, guess target 40. Nice. Welcome to the Stonk Squad there. Vador Power, welcome. Thank you very much. Web Citic says BTC just pop 5K. Yes, it's certainly moving quite a lot here, Web. Lucky we've been bullish on BTC for a little while. In fact, why not plug this trading view, which I'm trying to get off the ground. Let's see how many we're at now. We're at one person last week, 397. Thank you very much, guys, for following us on TradingView. We'll be posting. So we've got here Bitcoin rocket ship past 40K setting up for colossal move. Thought I might get a 1440 out of ETH. We've got the 1490. But now with this news, that's not going to happen. We've got no 1440 no more. But the 40K rocket ship completely cracked. And I said in that about 45.50 was our next target. So hopefully we continue to see that. Thank you, Elon, for making that quite easy. Gold 1825. Let's have a quick look at here. Gold. So gold's going to come up and test our zone. We had our zone drawn up before. We've lost it on this screen, but this is certainly the area we're looking at. We're 1 hour away from market open as well. We're going to have to start dialing in on those GME, the AMC and everything, but it's been all about Bitcoin right now. 1824, 1830 is the zone I'm looking for. Little 50 moving average here. Dollar index still going up. How the hell is gold going up? That's not meant to happen. Yola says, can we look at ZOM? Yes, we can look at ZOM because you keep asking. And you've been consistent. 18.85%. What do you want me to tell you about this? It's nuts. Pre-market 225. We're about to hit the top end of the resistance. This is one I think you've asked me a few times about, so you're obviously in it. Oh, it's hitting those resistances. I would say that, look, if it was me, would I be looking at this and going, hey, I like the profit target around here? If it was a trade, yeah, probably. Because so much resistance previously, that move's insane. I feel like you're pre-marketing right around the right level. Yeah. But of course, you've got to make your own decisions and figure out what you want to do there. Aaron Steck says they keep you away from physical assets. They want it for themselves. That's true. They do. Check up on GME here. 6.12. Unfortunately, a little bit of steam's been taken away here. AMC, we heard it from Sandola before that one of the Chinese major stakeholders has taken out of it or put it on a sell now. 6.89. So I think Bitcoin's big move is really hurting some of these kind of more popular stocks. BlackBerry actually the best one of the morning. So I believe the donator before will be very happy with that. We've got our Korean squad coming in here today. Welcome to the Koreans. I love it. Vador Power says in Pixon, please. In Pixon. All right, because you joined the Stonk Squad, we'll check that out there, Vador. In Pixon, all right. Bitcoin coming under that pressure. I would expect that to possibly be the high for now. Put this in perspective of a daily move, just so you can see the daily move here. Big daily candle. Hard for it to hold, this one. That's the biggest daily candle we've seen on Bitcoin in a very, very long time, actually. Anyway, we'll stay on the minute for now. Okay, so in Pixon, what's going on here? All right, so this candle again can be negated. Gapped up, couldn't hold it. Again, trying at the 173. I guess if we get a close above this 68, 170 area, we should see a movement back to 2. 2's the resistance there on this one. Psychological at 2 and the 160, whatever reason, this 166, 169, I dial it in there and find it. This is not considered a break. It was a failure to bust with the pre-market. Today we might see it. Target clearly somewhere around 199. Thank you very much. Zero Cool 6789 with $5 says, what is good buy on MVIS? All right, let's have a look at the technicals there on MVIS. Obviously with this stuff, guys, I just want to reiterate, it's my opinion only, and I'm just showing you the way that I approach looking at TA levels. MVIS, big breakout, very aggressive. Let's have a look at the weekly. Took out a wick, took out that week as well. So clearly it's super hyperactive right now. Daily's not going to help you in. I mean, the traditional buy would be wait for it to come back down to like a 10 and then pick it up off that psychological level. Let's go down to the 1 hour though here, see how it's pumping. So see how the 20 moving average continues to be a really nice buy zone here. 1, 2, so twice now it's been a buy zone. That probably means that 20 touches are the way to go here on a 1 hour time frame. This is a pretty significant closure. If it happens on the 1 minute, I expect a little bit further selling for Bitcoin. See what happens. We'll be watching 1 minutes on GME and AMC very soon, guys. So yeah, 20 moving average here for me is probably the key on the 1 hour. Otherwise 10. Good luck with that one. Yeah, no worries, Vador. That's fine. Thank you very much for joining the Stonk Squad. Young Kim says North Korean inside Pyongyang with laptop trading stocks sipping on Starbucks. Christine M says, I know I've been learning, bought some Bitcoin with the thought that I would learn what the hell to do with it. It's so much more complicated than regular stocks. Well, it depends on the platform. I mean, some platform you just buy Bitcoin, just leave it there. Good question, LDJ. Is Vale a buy with iron ore prices so high? So Vale is a massive iron producer and it's got some serious problems in it. Yeah, that's true. Vale, very strange. Let's have a look at Vale. Now, do we want to use... Can we use the American exchange or do we use the other one? Let me have a look at which exchange is best on Vale. What is this? That is not it. All right, let's have a quick look here. I think Vale is... That is it. Oh, it's already come out hard. Nah. I mean, I'm all on BHP and Rio, man. I don't like this at all. I mean, Vale was really, really good. I didn't have this. You can tell I haven't had it. But yeah, I'm all over BHP Rio. BHP Rio would be my iron picks. I'm Australian. I've got to support the home brace. Dollar dipping a little bit. Yeah, 91.17 right now. Pushing silver. Oh, nice. Nice move on silver. Gold's going to put pressure. Remember, wait for gold and the close here on silver. Yes, yes, yes to silver back above 27. Very cool. Continue up. That's nice. Vale, though, I don't like that price on it. I would rather go with a BHP or a Rio. But that's my opinion. All right, let's take it over to the room. So which do you think will be up most today, guys? Let's go with this vote. GME, AMC, percentage-wise this is, BlackBerry, or Sundial. All right, so which one's going to be up the most today? I'm going to go with GME. Sundial, BlackBerry. So right now, GME is up 6.63%. BlackBerry's 4.69%. Sundial 1.77, AMC only 0.59. It can all change though. Which one is up the most? Let me know. All right, Vinud, we will check out Neo for you. A few people have been asking for Neo. So Neo is still hovering around the boring zone, but also the good kind of area. That is the 57.36 today at 1.22. This zone here, right around 55. Psychological has been pretty much the buy area for Neo recently. We've got to remember this stock is incredibly far away from things like 20 moving average on the weekly and everything, so it needs to consolidate at some point. I feel like it's not really ready for a breakout. It's just basically chilling. What I would do, go down to the 1 hour. Maybe the 4 hour actually. 4 hour. See how it's making a series of lower highs through this point? That's a nice 4 hour closure though, bullish hammer. But yeah, clearly around this 55, 54, good buying for people that believe in this stock. 60 will be an important break for people that want to go heavy long. So when it gets past 60, it's going to go 64, 66 kind of zone. At the moment, we're stuck in the range. That is a nice bullish hammer though on the 4 hour. Bitcoin pushing back up. See how we just held that level? I said that was going to be an important zone. We closed below that. You'd be surprised how much that 1 minute closure would mean. We'd actually go all the way back down to here. But things are looking good. Here we go. I think we're going to test this 45. All right, let's see it. Put the cup underneath. Draw our cup. Terrible cup. That's all right. Few people saying hold doji. We looked at ZOM. Nick, if you want to have a look at it a little bit later. Go back about half an hour ago. We looked at ZOM. Logic does not like Elon. Logic Truth says Elon Musk is an idiot. Putin is behind Bitcoin people. Get out. All right. Doji is scam coming in for Andy. Thank you again to the 1,540 people that are joining us this morning to talk about everything that's going on in the market. Again, the big stories. Tesla buys $1.5 billion of Bitcoin. It's been what we've mostly been watching there. Yes, we use a 20 exponential moving average, 50 exponential moving average, and 200 SMA. Absolutely. Seen dollar failing here a little bit. Typical Monday, weird failing. Silver doing nicely. Gold coming up to the 1830 resistance. That's where gold's going to find the pressure. Machomp. I like it. I like your name there, Machomp. Machomp KO. New Zealand, $2. What is your... You're up bloody early, man. So just for anyone that knows, New Zealanders, it is literally 2:42 in the morning. So Machomp must really like the stream. What is your opinion on CLNE? All right, Machomp. My opinion is it is bullish. 21%, 1574. Okay. Well, I like this 1252 resistance test. I really like that. Let's have a look at the weekly here. All right, so we're back into huge amounts of weird structure that's been going on. We've hit the 15 today. We know that 20 is a really hard point for it to get through at some point, and then 20, just under 25. So it looks like whenever you're possibly going for a round number, maybe it's better to take it slightly earlier. Look, if it holds above the 1585, I guess it's going to try to chomp its way to 20. Things are looking good, but it's very far away from moving averages. So when you're this far away from the weekly 20, you will see a pullback and a consolidation at some point, and it's going to be fairly brutal in terms of percentages. But I do think that this can go to 20 based on today's pre-market. Let's see if it can continue up. Good luck on that one, Machomp. PLTR coming in with quite a few people asking about that one. We'll definitely check that out soon. Let's just quickly get rid of US dollar tether. And I'm sick of Nokia, so we're dumping that. And we'll put on a few that we always get asked about. PLTR. Put this one on because we always get asked about PLTR. I also want to have a look at Apple here. It says down 0.46% pre-market. So that's off the back of Hyundai saying, no. Apple never spoke to us. Apple never talked to us. Oh, pressure coming back on Bitcoin here. So we've got just under that 45. This is a critical level for it to hold on the little 1 minute. All right, Zachary, we'll look at your Rolls Royce. Rolls Royce Holdings. That is not the one. Is Rolls Royce something else? Which one is it? I've actually never traded this stock. Let me just check this out. Looks like it's LON is the code. RR, and it's from LON. Rolls Royce Holdings. Maybe this one? What the? That is not it. I might have a little bit of problems here finding it, looks like, guys. Might be this one. Maybe it's something else. Anyone give me the code for what Rolls Royce is? I've literally never traded that thing in my life. Bitcoin continues to hold above 43.6. I like it how sometimes people assume that I've traded everything. I haven't traded everything. Gold King says couldn't get into Binance right now. Is Binance back down again? So it is RR. So it's this code here. RR.LSE. Well, I guess it's RR with the LSE. Okay, so it is this one. So this thing's getting beaten down. It's been in decline for a while as well, has it? Huh. Okay. Well, I can't speak much for what exactly is going on, but it's on the first supports here. This was nice supports. It basically looks like it's inverse head and shouldering if this is the right one. Yeah, cool. Thank you, guys. Thanks. So we've got left head, right shoulder. Very, very nice structure on both. Head's looking good. Left shoulder's looking good. Right shoulder's looking good. You get the consolidation here. I wouldn't mind it to sit for a little bit longer. I'd probably just put an alert above this 134. And if you ever do get a close here, I don't know if I'd buy it here. I mean, yeah, you could be sitting in it for a while. You got to have a cost of money. The problem with sitting in it here, let's say it does do an inverse head and shoulders, it could structure up this point for quite some time. Then when it closes through, what's going to happen? Well, that's good, but I'd rather be in the more bullish momentum. So I like this 134. I'd set an alert for it. I'd wait and be patient. If it does set up, very nice. But at this point, yeah, not for me, that one. Let's have a look at the trend line. Let's take this distance. Remember, I've talked about proofing in the market with patterns. So what you want to do is you take the pattern length that you believe it should go, you proof the point out, and then you see whether it comes back to a support and resistance previously. And if it does, then it, or a psychological, if it does, that means it's proofing the pattern. So that means it's proofing a pattern. Nice. Yeah, not bad. All right, back onto GME for just a second. I'm just going to quickly get a drink of water. I suggest at this time, considering we are only about, 42 minutes away from the market open here, that everyone gets a coffee, gets a Red Bull, gets a V. If you're in New Zealand, you need about every single one of those because it's really late. And we'll leave you with watching these ones for just a minute while I quickly get that drink. I'll be back in literally a minute, guys. Talk to you in a sec. All right, so question coming in. Do I think Nokia is trash because I removed it? I don't think it's trash. I just feel like the short squeeze has ended on it. It's probably at fair value, realistically, but I'm not going to cover a stock like that when there's other stocks to cover. I just don't feel like it's really worthwhile. I still think there's interest in GME. There's interest in AMC, BB a little bit as well. Like, look at the pre-market here, 5.29%, very nice. But yeah, I'm just not covering that other one. Just a couple of websites to go through for new people here. You have to subscribe if you like one of these. So some things, finbiz.com, great work for being able to get your information. Now, there's Tesla invested 1.5 in Bitcoin, 1.5 billion. So it's finally there, guys. So this is just a good one. What I like to do is just search something. So if I wanted to search Tesla, let's say for today's news, you can see here all of the ones come up. Really nice to be able to highlight the codes and be able to quickly search it, futures, everything like that. Coin market cap as well. Always good for people that are looking at coin market caps in general. You can see here, it's a good website. Look at that, $100 billion put on during this stream. So we've been going now since 11 p.m. So it's 2 hours, $100 billion put into cryptocurrencies because of Elon. That's pretty crazy. We've also got Unbiased Stock, good little website here. I always like supporting this dude. I don't know who it is, but he made a, that's interesting that Net's up here now. He made a little website where you can see all the Twitter trending, Reddit trending indexes, all these types of things, what's trading, what's trending, etc. You can see CCIV's been trending recently, GME, AMC, Tilray, which is weed, PLTR. Surprise, surprise, all the stocks you guys are talking about tonight, NEO, NG, etc. So this is a good little website to check out. I do like that one. And then Whale Wisdom as well, where you can see some of the biggest fund movements and you can kind of select the quarters and see what they're purchasing. Actually, out of interest, what were they purchasing during this quarter? Workday, Shopify, Zoom, Apple, Tesla. They actually bought Zoom really high, these funds. They bought Zoom really high. Square, all of those types of ones. All right, interesting. Let's have a look at US 500. We haven't even touched on this coming in. So we've got a 39.01 on the open resistance. We've got pretty big kind of level coming up if we do get some sell-off today in the market. You'll notice here 38.61. Previous resistances could become support. That's definitely a zone I'll be watching as a day trader. I'll be checking that zone out, looking for potential buys around a 123. I think it's very probable and possible we get a 38.60 test this week. So I'll be watching that one out. US 100, something similar. Basically here we've got the 13,600 zone. Previous resistance, a little bit of resistance. Any test back here, possibly also lining up with a 20 moving average on the 4 hour. Again, a day trader's delight, that kind of zone. We've got a donation coming in here from Jordan Dean, US $2. Rolls Royce is RYCEY on New York Stock Exchange, down 85% this year. Yeah, I can't comment on why it's down that much. I guess people just don't like Rolls Royce. They're all buying Teslas. But that being said, that is looking like an inverse head and shoulders. And if it continues to form a nice right shoulder, it'll be very, very good. Thank you again to the 1,524 people viewing. I'd actually like to know what you guys enjoy about these streams or what you want to see more. I think I might make a quick straw poll. I just want to see what you guys like. Let me just draw this up. Give me some ideas for what you think will make this stream even better as well. I'm just going to enter these in. Go back over to our Bitcoin hold here. So we're looking at this level being the strong support. We'll continue to watch that. GME up 8% now in the pre-market. All right, I'm just going to share this one with you guys. Bitcoin trying to get through that zone. If it does close, expect further selling. Suggestions on trading platforms in Australia. What do you want to trade? Depends what you want to trade. Currency, look, I'll always suggest Pepperstone because we work with them and I think they're really good on support. So currency, Pepperstone, American stocks. Hey, stakes, not bad from free platforms like Robinhood in Australia. It's okay. IG is okay as well. Candlestick technicals, few people saying. More technical analysis, yeah, we can do that. how high do you think GME can go? So let's get dialed in on this GME for today. Let's dial this one in the 1 minute chart, guys. We're going 1 minute wild, or maybe not 1 minute. We'll go 5 minute. No, 15. We need some structure. All right, so let's have a think about what's happening here on the 15-minute chart recently for GME. So firstly, we do know that we've got heavy resistance around 90. We mentioned it as a stream literally on Friday, didn't we? We knew 90 was going to be a zone. I mentioned it heaps of times. Why? Because if you look at the daily, every single daily close, notice again, got through. There's the candle. Little weird scalpers coming in, pressing it down here. So $90 was clearly the resistance. It got a little bit higher, but that sometimes does happen. And then it's come down. Now, where are the other levels? So I think there's a few levels. There was 1 through 65. See the wicks here, 65, 65, 65. So I'm going to put that one in together today. I actually want to go down to the even smaller time frame because we don't have much data down here. So you got to go 5 minutes. All right. And then we've got this random 75, 72 zone, which was previous kind of peak that we saw. So this will be something that I'm looking at today with you guys for the market open. We'll definitely be watching this one. We'll be checking it out, making sure we pay attention to what the hell's going on here. So buying areas, you can see here the 65 should be a pretty interesting level. 50, of course, another interesting level that's reached many times, but we've got it trapped now into the market open. Jordan Dean, $2 says Rolls-Royce stock doesn't include cars. It's energy and aerospace. Okay. Well, then that's why it's punished. Aerospace and energy, not two good fields to be in. Bitcoin continues its slump a little bit here on the 1 minute chart. Very hard to short cryptos, but when they do come through, they go pretty hard. I wouldn't short off a 1 minute personally. So yeah, that's what we're going to trap today. They're the zones that we're looking at. 69, 50. Do I believe that's really that important? Not really. I think it's the high of the day we want to take out. And if the pressure comes under the 66 area, I think that pushes us all the way back down to a 57, if not 50. So we don't want to see it fail there. Thoughts on AMC over the next few weeks? All right, let's load up AMC here. So GME, we've trapped it in. We'll continue to bring that one up together into the market open, which, by the way, we're only about 32 minutes away. Thank you very much to the 1,500 people who have joined us, all the likes you guys have given, subscriptions, everything like that. We're on our hopeful move this year towards 50,000 subs. So I appreciate all the support. We've put on, I don't know, thousands and thousands of subs since last week. So thank you very much for that. We'll continue to try live streaming. We'll obviously live stream Mondays. We do that every week. We usually live stream non-fund payrolls, which is the first Friday of the month. And we'll see if we can do some special ones as well for this week, if I can get enough sleep. So let's have a look here at AMC. What are our levels? Well, I said 7 is the clear zone of psychological areas. Now, the reason that was we had a 20 moving average. Let's zoom this out. And we had previous resistances becoming support. There are some concerns we have here. If the Chinese major holder and AMC has dumped it, that's not good. We don't like that. That's actually bad for sentiment. And remember, sentiment's everything here. But we've got some clear rejection candles that we need to clear. So my resistance going to be here, 750. 750 is today's battleground level. Why is that? Because if you look at the 4 hour, rejected that zone, came down, and it's holding all around this weird $6.85, $7 area. I'm going to go with 750. Once we clear that, we should be able to get back above $8. And if we clear $8 with a closure candle on the 4 hour, that's going to be super bullish. So movement above here, very important. Once we move above here, see how these two moving averages are going to sit with each other on the 4 hour. $8 going to be really hard to get through. We get through 8, we're going to 9. We get through 9, just under 9. There's all this resistance that's happened before. It hit it last time, found selling pressure. right here, as soon as we close above that, I think we smash 10, go to 12. 12 is going to be the next zone. So we've got a few areas here on AMC for sure. Sean Flavor says GME is done. It's time to move on, folks. I think GME will have spurts in it, but yeah, it's not, we're not going to get 470 again. Conrad Jupiter 77 says, Tom, can you look at the Dow US 30? Yeah, we can have a look at the US 30. Cody Hang says, let's get this. I hope so, Cody. Again, the story for people that have just woken up, Tesla invests $1.5 billion in Bitcoin, makes the market go mental. We saw Bitcoin just touch a smidgen under 45,000 after that big bull run through this stream. If you bought at the beginning of the stream, you would be still holding $4,000 plus a profit. And at one point, even more. So yeah, AMC, they're the key level. 750 though, you get above that, very important. Straight into the 8, I'd say. Could you have a look at ETH, speak about how this may move? Well, we talked about Ethereum before. I'm very bullish on Ethereum. I'm possibly bearish on it flicking down a little bit here. Like maybe like today it went to 1500. It's obviously trading now 1696. Possibly there might be a little bit of steam come out of it and then it comes back down to this level here. 1440 would be sweet. Oh man, 1440 would be such a sweet level. Basically got it today though. So yeah, look, my thought is ETH versus BTC. I'm thinking $2,000 here. 1900 is pretty much a shoe-in with this ascending. If you take the 2/3 distance, you'll notice it comes through. I'll show you the 2/3 distance now. That's through from here to here. You take that, this is a logarithmic scale, so that's why it's going to look a little bit different. Take it from the 1440 highs, and you'll notice it comes just under 1900. Again, 4 hours where this is clearest. There's all the resistances. It's a beautiful zone. Things are looking good. I'm got a 2600, 3000 on ETH for the end of the year. I think this year is definitely the year of cryptocurrency 2.0s. Let's have a look now, coming in 27 minutes before market open. So we've got people really loading in now on their charts, having a look at some of these things. Bitcoin's still going nuts. Let's have a look at the coin market cap now. It's caught up. So this has pushed a few tokens. XRP is not one of them. Do you guys think XRP can make a comeback? Can XRP go up 100%? Yes or no? Let me know, guys. NetBoff says, at FX Evolution, what moving averages do you have on your chart? And the ones with the red, blue, green. It's the 20 exponential, 50 exponential, and 200 simple moving average. They're the ones that we do use. Okay, the votes are in. We got more TA as number 1, and then watching the hottest movements of the day and discussing a number 2. So thanks for that, guys. I will share this again. These are basically just what you guys want to see on the stream as we grow as a community. A few people saying no, XRP is bogus, pump and dump incoming. Yes, but it'll dump straight after. Yeah. Doji actually still holding relatively well. Yeah, so I think XRP's really lost all of the focus here. Bitcoin cleared again. That's why it's very, selling into this would be very, very tough. Silver, nice move here. 27.37. What's gold? Oh, gold hit right on that level. I need to see this gold. Okay, so it just hit the zone, 1830. Now what happens? If it clears this zone and becomes even more bullish, that is not good for the dollar index either. We'll watch this one throughout the stream. We've got 25 minutes to the market open. Gold's just getting pumping ready. I mean, obviously not the same percentages as Bitcoin, but yeah. Brian says, what are your thoughts about the S&P 500 today? Probably you already went over it. Look, we had a quick look. We actually didn't look as much as we could have. My thoughts are the previous peaks are going to act as really good day trading support. That's around that 38 kind of 50 zone, 38.60. And I think that's going to be basically the story of today. We might have some decline after this rally, but overall things are looking pretty bullish. We've got stimulus money coming in. Let's have a quick look at the news updates here. I noticed as well during the Super Bowl, did you see that Reddit had a Super Bowl ad? Did you see this? So that's pretty funny. But I think this actually was probably going to possibly move Bitcoin. It did not move it. Let's have a look again. Click on Market Watch, see what the stories are here, if anything's changed. Not really. Bond yields, something we don't discuss too much on this channel at the moment. What's going on with bond yields? But my thought is on all the indices, as soon as they move back, it's going to be tough. We've got CRM finding a very nice channel breakout. We've got Net as well, one to watch on the bigger blue chip stocks. Cloudflare coming into the resistance on a channel, certainly one that I would have on the screener right now and be watching and having a look at. And Bitcoin's going mad. That would mean things like Ethereum and others that catch up with it are worthwhile watching moving forward. GME now coming in here, guys. Here we go. Here we go. 71. Get the diamond hands up, guys. Here we go. 11.18%. I swear nobody that trades this stock gets up early. The pre-market always begins now. So 11.1 or 3% up. AMC, let's check that out. 1.6. So that's actually starting to move a little bit here as well. That was pretty bad before. BlackBerry 4.69. Sundial, for all you Sundial fans out there, 0.88. PLTR 9.69%. So quite strong there. Chris says, hey Tom, did you hear the news about AMC? Was that the news about the Chinese conglomerate, or am I something else? Let's get the diamond hands up here, Johnny, because we're hopefully going to see a nice day of trading within these zones. Let's watch this thing into the market open here. 22 minutes till market open. Thanks again to the 1,500 people that are out here watching this. Chris Mayberry says a Chinese investment company converted from Class B shares to Class A shares so they can sell them. AMC will head lower. Yeah, so that's not a good sign for AMC holders. Possibly GME might be the last one here. Siddharth said, I was trading GME 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. during the massive run. You did pretty well there, Siddharth. Do the Doji coin? Yeah, we can do that. But look at this, 13.1, 13.64% here pre-market, 13.69 now. Hey, does anyone that uses Stake in Australia, do you guys know, does Stake actually show you lines of data? So the actual volume and the actual amount at every level? Does a Stake platform actually show you that? I don't believe it does. KC says, watch the 15-minute 200 SMA. Oh, we can go to the 15-minute here. We're going to dial into the 1 minute soon. So there's the 200. Guess you're mentioning this one because it found what looks like resistance there and what looks like resistance there. Because it's a 200, quite slow, so it's still basically pressing the same levels. 12.91%. Is there any hope for GME, says Christina? There is hope for it to get back to certain key levels, but I think it will generally crap out at 150, even if it can get above 90. So above 90 to the 110 to the 150. It is in the lurches of being over. Chris says I'm on NAB trade. Kim says no to the question about Stake. Wes says, I'm afraid for AMC today. Yeah, so that's pretty big news if that's true. Converting from shares to allow them to short or sell the shares off. Not the best of news for AMC. We still are reflecting a slight positive, but that is not good news. BB up 5% now. Story still Bitcoin of the day. This is a 1 minute chart. We've been watching it into the US session here. 20 minutes off market open. Let's do our Webull scan. Have a quick look at the movers and shakers for the day. We've got to check that out. And for some reason, the Webull is not loading. There we go. All right. Got our Webull pre-market. Let's check this out here. PayPal, another strong day here from PayPal. 2.92%. Square, what a great pickup. You know, you always worthwhile having your levels, because Square was $200 only a few weeks ago and now $240. Out of a blue chip, that's a great return. Pre-market, also Amazon quite weak there. I heard that Amazon share employees were actually selling stuff. So basically almost nothing down. Alibaba still stuck in the zone. Everything else kind of moving its way. Check out as well Zoom. We'll check that as a stock. I think Zoom has had a nice breakout on it. All the standards pre-market up pretty hard. Starting to jump around now. GME went as high then as 72.93. Got busted back down to 70. We'll load up both. So we'll bring AMC onto the left-hand side into the market open, because we know Bitcoin, we can watch it up here anyway on the screen. Rebecca says, do you think AMC might have an upturn after the corona? Yeah, absolutely it will. But the question is, can it actually, you know, hold? How much value will it actually hold? I don't think AMC is a horrible value. You know, it's all about the hype and where the hype is. I think we're basically now coming down to the last week of GME, and then probably when you least expect it, it'll have a run. But I do feel like this is the last week for GME to have a good shot. Can you show your indicators? I'm just using moving averages here and price action. But the indicators I use are RSI, MACD, volume, VWAP, pivots, generally. Price action should be the core of all good TA. OCGN, I felt like we looked at that before. I'll just quickly load it up here. OCGN. Yeah, Oxygen, I already looked at this one. So this was a stock going absolutely mental, up 72%. There was nothing we could say about this except for it was, what did I say last time? It was probably going to try for $10 today. But I think it was even higher before. I think it was $9.30 or something. There's no TA here because you've just got previous structures all the way around 12 and it's in a hyperactive mode. Maybe take the distance from here to here, but even that's not going to help you. If you're wondering when to pick up these types of things, you go into the smaller time frames, follow it by moving average. That's all you can do. But yeah, I don't really particularly like that stock. I mean, it's good if you're in it and you're making money. That's cool. Let's look at this 1 hour. Look at this. So 1 hour massive Bitcoin move after the Tesla news. Then we got 40,900 all the way up to 44,900. Crazy. Made a massive long leg doji and we're moving up again. Silver, yeah, silver's having a beautiful morning, isn't it? So it cracked that 27.10 that we talked about. Gold also getting through 1830 zone, very important. Look at this, beautiful silver. Dollar index getting blasted back down to the 91. That fake out pre-market certainly was affected. This is now a clear break above all of these previous zones, these 27.14. This is strong for silver traders, and silver traders should be getting fairly hyped because this is looking good. You'll know I'm a long-term silver bull, or at least medium-term silver bull next year or two. And then I go back to not caring about it again, unfortunately. But for now, it is good. Things are looking good. We're only 15 minutes away from the market open here, guys. So we'll load up our AMC and our GME. We'll watch the pre-market. I know that interest is still here in these ones, so we'll continue to watch it. Check those out. Silver mooning, says FN though. Yes, it is. It's good. Silver stocks like AG. How's that going? 3.45. Very nice. I wonder if this will get the squeeze back on it. Like AG will get the squeeze back on it. Because remember, AG was one that went to about 24 something. All right, here we go. 11%, 1.46%. Big disparity. We're concerned for AMC today because of the news about the Chinese investors basically potentially dumping it, conversion to Class A stock and moving it. Platinum AK says, Platinum is a beautiful setup. Yes. FN though says, if you look at the market value of all silver, it's around 1.1 trillion. Even Apple is worth more. Lots of upside. Well, there certainly is quite a lot of upside. Rebecca says, you don't talk a lot about pharma stocks. Depends what you mean. I talk about healthcare stocks. I just don't talk about, or the sector, but I don't specifically talk about drug stocks, no. Or stocks that are going into like FDA approval. I know that's popular, but yeah. The AMC squeeze, when's it happening? It's now or never, isn't it? You really need it to happen. Can we climb on GME? Yeah, I hope so. I don't trade the DAX very often, Tony, no. Let's have a quick look at Platinum, because Platinum's got a sick setup in it. We'll go here. We'll just use currency.com. Look at it go. Oh, so this is really strong breakout for Platinum. 1131 coming through the resistance here. Been waiting for this one for a little while. Beautiful trade today. I can say I like this a lot. Breaks through, retests the same level, and it's off to the moon. We talked about this at the start of the stream. It continues to do quite well. But for now, 13 minutes out of the market, we'll continue to focus on the stocks. But yeah, very nice setup there on Platinum. GME now 12% up. Come on, guys, let's push this. See if we can get testing this 75.85 resistance, previous peak that we had over here. GMC stop loss, I guess, underneath here. But anything could be very, very spiky on this. This is in these short squeezes, big moves each way. Lee just says, if I bought GME at 300, should I just sell it? I think you should. You obviously need to make your own decisions, man. But there could be some lurches on the way up and down. But you will most likely, unfortunately, take a loss. What do you mean, Dan? Semiconductor companies, they always do pretty well. So we're 12 minutes here off the open. Let's just quickly load up Webull again. Pre-market, we've got these stocks down, led by CGen. I might also have a look at the Hasbro earnings in a minute. Let me just quickly load that up. Have they come out yet? Pre-market 99.50. So Hasbro's up a little bit here. I would think that their earnings would have been okay. So 99.50 for Hasbro. Earnings must have been all right then. BTC and silver to the moon. Definitely looking at adding. Yeah, BTC is just incredible. Incredible percentage gains. Story again of the morning is Elon Musk or Tesla has invested in Bitcoin. Could be the sign of other companies doing it. Tends to be so. David says Wall Street Bets is compromised. Please stop getting investment advice from there. Wall Street Bets is definitely not what it was. It was. I remember being part of it years ago, and it's very different. But yes, you should never really take too much investment advice off forums. I mean, there's a lot of forums out there, and unfortunately, it's pump dump kind of thing. What are China doing? So one of the big funds that owns AMC is converting their Class B to Class A, I believe, and then they're looking at selling it down, or the speculation is they're selling some AMC. All right, so we're about 10 minutes off the open here. So not too long now till we get this open. What do you guys think GME ends the day for? Do you think it ends at 75, 85? Do you think it ends at under 65? Let me know your price for GME for today. What do you think GME ends at? Lena says Wall Street Bets has a big influx of randoms. It does. NetBoff says, at FX Evolution, do you have any videos guide showing your moving averages set up? Just can't get mine to line up with yours. Exponential moving averages on the 20 and the 50. Basically just add indicators, moving average, exponential, add those two, close price. Yep, you got it. No worries. Bob Marley says GME ends at 72. Eurolax says 70 to 75. Few people saying 75, 80. Davey B. Oh, man, you're definitely Australian if you're saying hot copper. Yeah, hot copper is a big stock kind of forum in Australia. There's people on there, they get wild. Bill Abbott coming in with a $3.99 donation with a coffee. Thank you very much, Bill Abbott. Appreciate that. Appreciate that so much. Thank you again for everyone that's been subscribing, liking the channel recently, following all that stuff. We've put on a lot of subs, so it's been excellent. $71.50 right now for GME. 12.12%, 8 minutes out from the open. 1.32%. BlackBerry, 5.82%, bit more interesting. Sundial, 0.88. I know a lot of people are looking at these ones. PLTR, 11.31. We'll still stick with these two. VIX is getting very low. Back to the 21. We know that 21 volatility index. Look at this VIX. Look at this support around the 21. This was always the time where people were buying VIX because this is the time where it tends to spike all the way up, all the way down. Remember, if you hold a VIX position, don't hold it for long. And also don't hold it for long because when it rolls, Jesus, it's expensive. You gotta be very, very careful there. Coming in donation, $4.99 from Zika Topping. What would you recommend? Got AMC at 17. Should I sell or hold? Look, I can't recommend, man, what you should do. But from a TA perspective, we've got a $7, $6 kind of 60 supporting here. We obviously have a $6 bottom support, and anything under that could go way, way, way down. But where your price is, it seems unlikely, unfortunately, you're going to be able to get out with any kind of profit. This is very, very struggle town at 17. But you can watch the levels and you got to make your own choice. Sometimes people cut a portion. Sometimes they cut it all and they just move on to the next one. Look for $8.50 resistance breaks. We'll line up AMC right now. Line up the important levels for you guys today. You see that rally that happened the other day, and then of course the decline after that. So $7 is certainly a zone that I'll be looking at for a break above. Then we've got the $8, $7.50 we want to get above as well. Every 50 cents is going to be a war zone for AMC. GME coming under a bit of pressure 6 minutes out. We've got 10.55. Let's have a look at the broader markets. Refresh those through. 27.62 silver. Oh, that's nice. Very nice. US dollar still coming under pressure. Gold 1834. Platinum 1178. S&P 500 38.97. The Nikkei going mental. Look at that. That's almost hit 30,000. Platinum, the standout for today. And that just shows you good technicals when they break becomes the best earner. Cryptocurrencies, of course, going mental. 43,000. Ethereum 1,712. And our poor friends XRP, they just can't get any higher. Bitcoin running back up to 45. We'll watch that. BTC. Actually, well, we can see it here, 44. So it's still a bit under. I'll watch it. I'll continue to watch the ticker over there. So it looks like we'll get around 10% open here on GME. But everything is bullish except for the dollar right now. The dollar is on support coming into the New York Open. 91 for the index is the support. Selling pressure pre-market 9.169. We've been as high as 72.88. Goliath app says, guess the number one most held stock on Robinhood in 2021. It's AMC, obviously, because you keep saying AMC, AMC. That's pretty funny. Nyan Maru, Singapore $10 says thank you sticker. No, thank you very much. That's very generous of you. Appreciate that. It is pretty early in the morning. I feel like I've got jet lag from last week's early morning streams. I couldn't fall asleep properly on the weekend. I could not do it. Going to 3 and 4 a.m. in the morning on streams to the US is brutal. But we're here. We're doing it. So thank you very much. $70 here pre-market, 9.85%. AMC still struggling. I mean, this is not good. No. We don't want that. Quick pre-market here. 3 minutes out now, guys. So we're starting to get a bit hyped here about the day ahead. Things are looking bullish. Tech stocks continue to do well. Walt Disney 181. One of my favorites, as you would know. Take two. Semiconductors across the board doing okay. Probably should have checked Qualcomm. I might just quickly load up Qualcomm. I want to have a look at this. So Qualcomm had that earnings report. Need to look through that properly. I'm just waiting because it's broken through the 50. I'm going to continue to watch this one down to these 140s. I feel like there could be something here on this Qualcomm, so I'll keep watching that. Been as high as 167. Ooh, that's nice. Here we go. Let's get that AMC up. Here we go. Here we go. Actually, we'll get the 15 minutes. All right. 71.39. 2 minutes to go here, guys, till we get the movement. Mark it up. Jagzilla says, I never sleep. That's probably true, Jagzilla. Suck it up, Tom. Yeah. Knox going to come down to fair value there, Trevor. It's probably around fair value. So really now you're just holding it like a value stock. You're like one of those crab fishermen, Jagzilla. You never sleep on deadliest catch. Pete Udall says AMPE sitting on Launchpad. That might have been that one from before. I'll have a look here at the technicals on this one. So that pharmaceuticals company has already kind of gone a little bit, hasn't it? Been as high as 276, definitely at a strong resistance there. So we're coming down to the last minute here, guys. Let's get the diamond hands up. Let's get the rockets to the moon up. Bitcoin coming off the highs, 43,077. New highs coming into the market here. This is exciting. 40 seconds to go. GME coming through. Siddharth's probably bought some units. That's why. You there, Siddharth? If Siddharth's there, 1.5 billion into BTC. Yep, we've spoken about that one many times. 73.50, looking like we're getting a 15% open. Here we go. 75.85, what we need to clear today for GME in the market open. Thank you very much again for joining us. Subscribe if you enjoy what we do. We do TA here, talk about all markets and teach you guys as much as we can about what I've done over the last couple of years. Here's the open. Ding, 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 ding. AMC actually opened slightly higher there, but again, was met by selling pressure. And GME looks like it actually gapped in. We got a little bit of an open that was all right. 12.11. SPX opened at a 39.04, up 0.44%. Apple opens at 136. Bitcoin still holding just underneath 44. Dollar index really struggling, coming back down to the 91. Bit of selling pressure coming into GME. We know that's okay. First 5 minutes, 10 minutes is key. If we go through GME history, we also know, look at this timing. So what was that? 14:30. So it all happened in the first half an hour. First half an hour, 14:30. The pressure was on for the day. So it looks like the first half an hour is the most important period for GME, being mostly retail crowd. Can we build sentiment? AMC not looking so strong here, 1.17 down. BlackBerry up 4.8. PLTR holding the 10% from pre-market. See slight differences here. Unfortunately, AMC still already putting the pressure on the lows. This is not good news. Mike Carlos says GME just froze on Robinhood. Can anyone else confirm? Can anyone else confirm that? Did GME just freeze on Robinhood? Because that is crap for sentiment. We saw that happen with Binance before. Usually you buy Platinum Vinod through CFDs. So you usually buy it through CFD contracts. I'm not sure in America which one's the best for that. Look at this. If this is true and Robinhood just froze, look at the sentiment change that just happens instantly. Let us know, guys, people who can use Robinhood if it froze or not. Siddharth says, I need market breadth to hop in. GME too bunched together for my liking. Yes, it is pretty bizarro. You need those clean levels for you, Siddharth. Fair enough. So we hit the support straight away then in AMC. A few people, Johnny Bravo says he's all good in Robinhood. So Jalindi says Robinhood is a scam. Well, I definitely think they maybe shouldn't be supported considering what they did. Bitcoin, 43,500, almost hit 45K, stops just before. Silver holding the 27.14. Dollar index under 91. So that's important. Remember, as soon as dollar index gets under 90.8, that's going to be incredibly bearish for dollar index. Coming off the non-farm payrolls result. Market hovering around the same level as it was. So if we go to the Webull one quickly, just do a quick screener on the big companies of the day. Let's have a look at the percentage changes. Zoom now down a little bit. Okay, that's cool. I might be interested in the zone there coming up. That's after the nice break. Look at Zoom on the technical charts. You'll see what I mean. And percentage up was Snowflake. Ugh. That company. Square 247, 2.95. Nice. A few people will be happy with that, I'm sure. So 9% here. This is a bit of a recovery off the lows. It's not exactly what we want to see. The first 5 minutes will close soon. Let's get the 5-minute candles open. Actually, we'll go down to the 1 minutes here. Watch it intensely, and we'll watch this one as well. Let me see the interaction with these zones. Long leg doji on the 1 minute, right around the 650, 660 zone. This is an indecision style candle. Not that it means that much in a 1 minute, but that's what it is. Might as well read these candles. Obviously bearish long candle. Doji as well. Bullishness coming back into GME. This is awesome, guys. So we're back at 71. Come on. Let's see if we can get a high for the day. 73.46. We're targeting 75.85, where probably the paper hands come back in. Good to see AMC finding some support. Market is going up slightly. Couple of points there. Predictions on AMC. I feel like we could, well, if we get under 660, that's going to push us down to 6. And if we kind of clear this zone, maybe we go to 7. I do think, though, we're coming close to the end of these runs if we can't start to find more bullish pressure. I say this all the time. It is all about sentiment. with this. This is not real value. It is sentiment. That is all that matters in these trades. And we create sentiment through price action. Thanks again to the 1,588 people, the hundreds of people that have liked the stream today. Appreciate that. Zachary says, I'm in love with BlackBerry. It must be up a little bit, 6.58%. That's good. That was a bit of a spike then. 683 followed by a pretty big short instantly. See how this 1 minute closes? Very close. That is a bad close. Come on, get up. We do not want that close. Oof, that's a bad close. Plus side, now if we clean this level up here, that will be very positive, but these are bad closes. GME putting pressure back on the downside. Only up 4.5% today. That's a crappy candle there, guys. What's it look like on a 5 minute? It's not too bad. Remember, 1 minute candles don't mean as much. What do I think AMC will end at the day? Well, the first half an hour will pretty much tell us what it's going to end at. Right now, it looks bad, but it's still very early days. I'd say if, again, we get through the 658, we're going to a $6 close. Otherwise, we're going to get a 7 close here. I would like to think we've got one more bullish day left in these stocks. Remember, Robinhood allowed these things. A lot of traders on those stocked platforms. Tesla also up 2.21% now, trading at 871. Dollar index continues to falter. Bitcoin continues to hover around that 43,500. Hugo says AVGR looking beautiful so far. We checked that one out before. It looked pretty good. Austin, sorry, bro. I've got to put you into the timeout, bro. Up the Doji, says praise. Yeah, Doji's been a big story of today. AMC putting pressure back on here. That nasty 1 minute shooting star style candle. Siddharth says, at Peter Phelps, it's buy high, sell low. That's true. Silver coming off a little bit from that spike. It's funny, isn't it? You see dollar index actually fall. You'd think silver would go up versus it, yet silver falls and the market's going up. Usually it's when the market's actually going down that silver gets punished. David Moore says, not getting fills back from RH and SPY options currently. Few people saying don't be paper hands. PLTR up 20%. It's up about 14 for me. So I'm not seeing the 20 there. Oh, this pressure's coming back under the 660. I guess these are good lessons and just kind of seeing levels and how when you break levels, what ends up happening. This is not a zone we want to be down to today. No, we do not want to go under here. Put a little supporter under there. This little glass will hold it. Probably won't. That's not looking good. It's not the close you want underneath this zone, but again, 1 minutes do not mean that much. It's the 5 minute that'll mean a lot. So we're about to close the 5 this minute. We're buying pressure straight in here. No close 5 minutes down here. What does roll mean via VIX? Roll's basically where they open a new contract, forward contract. They charge you for the difference. Usually it is a discrepancy that costs you. If you ever want to know how much it really costs to hold these contracts, because a lot of people look at it and they go, oh, I buy oil at $10 and it goes up over time and I make money. There's actually a huge hold point. Did AMC just freeze? Or did it just stop trade? Oh, okay. Yeah, not good, guys. That's probably pushing us $6 now. That's the 5 minute close through there. Only GME sentiment can save us now. How's AMD doing? Yeah, we'll have a quick look. Gold back on that level. AMD's, yeah, it's nice. There's a little bit of lightning bolt. Got the movement, the peak, the trough. Nice price action there. Putting the pressure on today. And then, of course, the next move will be to go and test the 98s and probably crack the 100. That's the nice formation, though, with good bullish hammers and nice movement. Tesla's still doing well, 870, going back to that 880 range. People will be happy. Tesla's been pretty boring recently, hasn't it? GME up 6.87. So the first half an hour of these trades dictates everything about the day. We haven't seen that yet. We've only seen a little bit. CTRM has some good movement, says Brian. NDN, what is it? NNDM is running as well. MVIS and ZOM on a rocket ship, according to Russell. Putting pressure back on the buy support here that we've seen for today. For GME, that's 3 times now we've had to put pressure on that zone. Still up 5% at 67, but definitely not the best. Doji mooning. I'm very concerned over the Doji moon. I'll have a look at the Doji coin. This thing scares the crap out of me. I know it's all fun, but it's still it's so pumpy and dumpy. All right, here's the daily to put it in perspective. You can see what's happening with the daily. Go down to the 1 hour. About to get an all-time close 1 hour high. GME putting pressure back on. That is not good. We don't want that support taken out. Yep, so basically what, roll reversal here. Got roll reversal here. And then if we break through this zone, probably expecting a similar thing where it comes up and then comes back and roll reversals at the same area. Yeah, and old Doji coin. So first 15-minute candle is about to be in the books. We've got a GME close 1 minute below the 66, which was the lows of the day coming in. This will probably trigger further selling. Let's go find the next level. You see the selling's pretty fierce. Comes in pretty fast. So there's a few bad things about this. One, we've kind of stopped this trend line up now, which is getting crushed at the moment. Not good. So 15 minutes here. So next stop's probably low 60s. I don't know if it's going to hold around this 64, possibly, but you would think low 60s. Still AMC probably on this train down to $6 right now. Anything special on ETH other than the ascending triangle that we saw, which was really nice, and we looked together as a community? I wouldn't say anything too special on ETH. I'm very bullish Ethereum. We should actually add Ethereum into the watch on the side there. I'll tag these for you guys as well. I'm putting some pretty sweet, I think, music together for an awesome intro for the channel as well. It should be cool. KC says, watch that gap fill on GME. Yeah, unfortunately, GME is pushing through these lows. We can see it's taking out everything that we had and we were holding dear to right now. This trend line, see how bad this close is in some ways, and that's unfortunate, but it's true. That's what we were holding on to. So now we're just going to have to deal with horizontal supports, things like 60 psychologicals back down to the flat for the day. And AMC probably back down to the previous lows. So if we have a look here, you can see there. Kim Lim says, nice pop on net. That's good. I'm happy with that. Let's have a look at this one. Cloudflare. Yeah, that is a nice pop. Very nice. Beautiful. I like. Good work, bro. I know you were talking about this one. Nice. This is a good pop with beautiful structure. Very nice. Strong channel, strong structure. Obviously, we do have problems around the 100 being a psychological, but the target anyway is pretty much that. Very, very nice. Proofing well. Good. Good trade, dude. Oxygen up 100%. Big win for me today. XD. Amar, you're showing off, bro. Did you donate to me, Amar? I feel like you need to donate to me with all your profits you made now, sir. Pumped and dumped, says Jagzilla. Yeah, so the GME and the AMC, unfortunately, these holds are not great. I would probably also expect now, if we get GME to push up, this level is going to act as resistance, because that's a fair trend line to draw for a lot of people. So I do think there'll be selling pressure there now as well. So it's an extra line or an extra area for it to get through. OCGN has been stopped. Let's have a quick look at OCGN. That's the Oxygen. Trading at 122%. So this was the one that Amar was on. And it looks like a few other people in the room. All right. This is that one we looked at before and we thought would probably like have some issue at $10. Doesn't seem like it had any issue at $10. So I guess now possibly all the way back to the resistances. Hey, these $17 and stuff. This thing is mooning. They just always remember that when you're in these types of ones, you're just targeting human psychology more than anything else. It's back and open, 116%. Very good, Amar. Very good. All right, back to the 5 minutes here on AMC as we watch it kind of decline down to 6, where hopefully it finds some buying pressure, and GME maybe down to the 60. This is unfortunate for people that were hoping to get more sentiment. Now, there are some positives that if you're willing to hodl it for long enough and hold on to it, if it continues to form structure through these zones and you just see it hover here for a while and then it does a breakout, that's going to be very, very aggressive actually, because a lot of people will jump back on board. But it may take some more time now. And I would say the hype's out. What do you guys reckon? The hype's out of this stuff, or is it still going to happen? Give us the faith. Thanks again to the 1,578 viewers that we've got coming into this open. Appreciate that, guys. If you guys can get us to 32,500 today, I'd be loving it. That would be awesome. Imon Basha says, yo, thanks to Amar for shouting out OCGN. Got in quick. Now he's going to make sure you lock it all in, yeah? Over the time. Suj does not like OCGN, yeah. That's the short-term data. So AMC continues down 626. Possibly goes a little bit lower here. Let's have a look at the market. 3906 SPX, 2740 silver. Platinum has probably been the big breakout in the metals. Dollar continues decline, 99.4 now. Was up at about 91.20 something before at the stream. Bitcoin 43.5 seems to be hovering around that zone and finding suppressed pressure, and ETH trading the 1700 flat. Apple not partying? No, Apple can't party because that Hyundai came out and said, no, Apple didn't do anything. You'll see here, Where is it? Hyundai now says it's not in talks with Apple to develop a vehicle. I kind of feel like Apple has to do this though. If Apple can move to an electronic vehicle, that'd be just so cool. I'd probably buy one. Why not? Cavair says we control the hype, guys. Yeah, that's true. Mind Med, please, Tom. Delphine says. All right, we'll check out that while we wait here. Mind Med. I assume it's this. Whoa, it probably is this because it had a super spike up. That's some weird data. Probably was 5 minutes. Let's go to the daily. Yep, so nice movements up. Seems like these legs are kind of similar. Let's have a look at the leg range there. Oh no, they're certainly not. That's logarithmic scale for you. All right, well, we've basically been finding support through the 266 multiple times. Things are looking good in terms of the pressure coming back on. We've got a 390 resistance. Let's have a look at the weekly. Okay, lots of bullish buying accumulation around here. Look, everything's looking good for buying pressure here. That's all I can say. Things are looking good. Buying pressure looks good. This little breakout looks good. If that's the stock, it looks nice. It also tested the roll reversal after breaking these resistances, though, of course, we've got this information in here. But series of high lows. Yeah, I like it. It's all right. Looks okay. All right, guys. So I guess that probably ends us for today, unfortunately, just because it's about 1:50. I've got to get up and trade the Australian markets in the morning. Got GME moving back up. I wouldn't be surprised for it to find some selling pressure here. Let's have a look at this 1 minute candle. You can see it's coming back up, which is nice. AMC, I kind of expect it now to go down and test $6. Unfortunately, around this level will be probably reached. When it does do that, hopefully some buying pressure comes in. That does seem to be my expectation though right now. And this will find some selling pressure around here. But if we get a nice close above, maybe that'll be a little bit stronger. All right, come on. Maybe this will keep us round. Can we get this close? 5.61. Okay, we've got to close above. That's good. Let's see if we can keep this hype train going. Hit this, maybe. Everyone's just woken up, possibly. But I will still be off at least the 2 o'clock. I just want to watch these next couple of GMEs with you guys. 39.05. Market looks like it's going to hold for today. But again, the selling pressure might come in. Don't be surprised at all at a 38.60. Previous resistances. But everything's just looking so good today for the bull. All right, we'll wait for this 1 minute close. Let's see how we go. 13 seconds. No worries, guys. Thank you very much for coming out today. Hopefully you enjoyed it. No worries, Alex. No worries, Jishin. SPY does look like it's going to hold at the moment, yeah. But still early days in the morning. The close is the key on all this stuff. But the closure points to a 4,000 SPY before we even consider going down, it looks like. All right, so we held the minute and instantly selling came back in. I guess I'll still hold to probably a $6 AMC today. And GME looks like it'll be up, down, all around. But this first 15 minutes, first half an hour, has not been that impressive. And unfortunately, we know the first half an hour is usually dictated the rest of the day. So hopefully we hold the 60s for the next open, I guess. All right, good luck, guys. Robinhood is not frozen. That's good to hear. What time do we generally go live? 11 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, which is about 2.5 hours before the market open. What we'll probably do is we'll continue going live most likely before the market open. We'll do futures. We'll do what's going on. I mean, today it was all about Bitcoin. It was more fun before the market opened than it was was during the market open. This was just insane. Watching this through the stream was awesome. How much fun was that, guys? But yeah, we'll keep doing it. We always create videos as well. I usually create 4 or 5 videos a week on TA. So definitely subscribe if that interests you. And we've got some cool new music coming, and I'm pretty excited to show it to you all. All right, bye for now.